Miami code.
What you doing, Mansoor?
Yeah, how's it going?
Thank you for subscribing, Gianmarco.
Oh, are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, thanks for the heads up.
What? I felt like if you were going to say the N word, then you deserve it.
You deserve it.
Chat,
Yeah,
who do you
how's
think is more likely to say the N word, me or Mansoor? Pretty
it's
easy
actually
answer.
it's actually kind of more of an indictment on you that it's me. Like, you know what I mean?
Is it? Should I be saying the N word?
Historically speaking, you have like avoided it as much as possible.
Around you, honky.
No, not around me. You've had plenty of chances to say it, and you'll
You
say,
don't know what I'm like in a room full of
I
blacks.
I've seen you in a room full of blacks other
You
than
were
me.
there.
I was there, and you explicitly said you referred to it as the N word instead of just saying it.
I
You
said
can
it as
say
the
it.
N word because I feel like if I started saying the N word, then you would start saying it.
That's
WDW, thank you for
absolutely.
subscribing. ACM,
That's
thank you for subscribing.
that's not true.
I
That's not
see
true.
how you approach songs that have the N word, and you want to
I've
say
never,
it.
even like privately in the car, I don't say that.
I
I
know
really
you don't say it, but you think about it.
I'm not. What? I can't think it.
No, you can't think it. The N word is said
Think
in
it?
your head, as in your voice, in your own head voice.
When I imagine the song in my head,
Yeah,
it plays out because
yeah,
I have an internal
because you're racist.
monologue. No, it's I can hear the song in my head. The way that some people, you know how they can't visualize an apple?
All
I
right, well,
can
visualize
visualize.
the N word. What is it?
I
You don't
can
have to
see
say
the
it.
letters. Like I see the
You're
word.
reading it, but you're not.
I
The
can,
Mansoor in
yeah.
your head isn't saying
Well, yeah.
the N
I've
word.
read I've read Huckleberry Finn. Like I know what it looks like.
Boy,
Okay?
the teachers who read Huckleberry Finn love saying the N word.
They do. They really do. And then they tell you, "Oh, you can read it,
It's
class." And it's
history.
like, who let you decide that? You're like a 70-pound white woman. Like, why are you allowed to tell people, little kids, what they're allowed to say slur wise?
Can
Feels a little
people who
strange.
don't work in AEW not say cope? Everybody can say cope. Cope is for everyone.
Yeah, Cope works for AW, Seethe works for WWE. I'd say it's a fair trade. All right, let me. Oh, hey, when you're done watching this stream, watch the Bronami code on YouTube on the AW Games channel. We just uploaded a video with the Outrunners. I'll go over that whole thing when we're on camera, whatever.
We are on camera.
Huh?
We're live, pal.
Oh, thanks for letting me know. Again, you're not
Oh, sorry.
giving
If
me.
you started jerking off and saying the N word, then you deserve it. Dark
That's
side
quite a
Phil.
that's quite a combo at the same time. That is quite a combo. All right, that's on my story. Ugh.
Ugh.
Uh, am I the only one on Instagram
Stuck full.
who who can't put music on their posts, like real music? Like all I get are royalty-free tracks for some reason.
I
Like I
wonder
see
why.
people. What is that supposed to mean?
Take it as you will.
I have no idea what you're referring to.
I don't. I'm just saying.
I honestly don't know what you're. What is that?
Interesting.
What are you doing? What's interesting about it?
No, it's just if you're not
What?
saying it, then good.
Saying what?
You're not. If you're not saying why you can't use real music.
I don't get it.
Okay, good.
No, it's not a business. Well, maybe it is a business account.
Oh, it actually might be.
Moon Turkey 92
That sounds like a
subscribed.
slur.
That feels like a slur.
These moon turkeys coming
Moon
up,
Turkey.
sneaking across our borders.
Moon Turkey is crazy.
Moon turkey is what is my slur for Canadians.
Moon Turkey.
Sneaking
I've heard
across
of
our northern border.
I've heard of Japanese being referred to as moon runes,
Moon rune. Yeah, I've heard of moon runes.
but not moon turkey.
Well, who reads the moon runes?
That's the slur for when the aliens come.
Do you think people will get canceled for doing green face? Like if they were on Star Trek, once aliens are
I don't
fully integrated into our society, do you
I
think
don't
people are
think they'll
going to
be
look back at Star Trek and be like, "Oof, honey"?
I don't think they'll be green. Wait, you can subscribe. I can subscribe to you on Twitter. You have a subscription service?
Me?
Yeah, it says here subscribe to
Yeah,
Great
you
Block
should
Otaku.
subscribe.
For what?
You never know. Afro Matt, PW, thank you for subscribing.
What
Like,
do you
should
what do
all
you
subscribe to
provide?
me on
No,
Twitter.
what do you provide to people on Twitter that that they subscribe to you?
Spicy images.
No, you do not.
You
Don't
wouldn't
say
know.
that
You're
because
not subscribed.
that's false advertising. If you say that and it's not true,
I didn't
they
say
can
what is
they
in a court of law. What is a spicy image?
they can sue you for that.
They're gonna take me to court and say he promised spicy images, and then when they go on and see that I'm just posting pictures of chili, the red hot chili peppers.
Chili of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. My boy Chili Manda, thanks for subscribing. 11 months of the highest quality touching tips.
Keep subscribing, guys. We need you to subscribe here. You don't need
Yeah,
to
we need you to
subscribe
subscribe here. No, wait, we do need you to subscribe to the AW because
Do
that's
we?
how they measure our success on the channel.
I think it's views. I feel like views is more important.
I feel like it's probably both. I feel like they're going to look at how many subscriptions we bring in. Because it's kind of like, you know how cops have to pull over people and arrest people to meet a
Yeah,
quota or else they
we
lose
need our
money?
quota of subscriptions. Otherwise, we're gonna get
Exactly.
fired.
We're going to get defunded.
Some people are saying that you should defund the Bronami code.
Is that
Many
what they're
people are
saying?
saying this.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Inside MXM. You may have joined us on Monday for the AEW Games stream. We are two guys. You fucking know us. What am I doing?
It's our channel.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we have new people who came
Yeah, that's
from.
true. Any Chug's
Yeah,
armies?
yeah. Any Chug's strongest soldiers in the chat? Let's see you marching in the chat there. I want to see Chug soldiers marching in the chat. With
Here's
your
how
emotes.
things are going to be going forward, chat.
Yeah,
Now, Monday streaming is our job.
yeah,
That's part of our job now.
yeah.
When we can get a Thursday stream in because we're not booked, it's for fun. You know, we're just chill. We're two chill guys. We're just chill guys.
That's right.
We're just chill guys.
We're gonna get a Thursday stream anytime we are not needed for two shows. So the reason why we stream AEW games on Monday is because a lot of people were upset. They were like, "Why would you stream on the premiere of Raw on Netflix?" I was like, "It's legitimately the only day.
It's the only day
where we know we're not going to be traveling." Because think about this:
Lay out our
Tuesday,
week,
you fly for Dynamite. Wednesday is Dynamite.
which we don't always
Thursday,
travel for Dynamite, but we can. So
Thursday.
to make a stream permanently on Tuesdays, we would risk losing it.
Thursday, you fly back home. Friday, you fly to Collision.
But sometimes
Saturday is Collision.
Sometimes Collision Thursday.
Sometimes Collision's Thursday,
So
but for the
sometimes
most part,
fly
it's
to
on Saturday.
Collision on Wednesday.
Saturday is Collision. Sunday, you fly back. Monday is your only day off. So just think about that.
And we
Some
can't
people
stream. We can't stream on the day of an AEW show on the AEW channel.
Obviously, we can't do that.
We used to do that in WWE all the time, but
because they had a fucking show every fucking day of the week. You had Raw, Level Up, Main Event, NXT, Superstars, SmackDown, whatever the fuck, 205 Live. There was a million goddamn shows. The Bump, were we counter programming The Bump?
we were.
But now it actually matters.
You're right, chat. We're agents that were charged with counter programming Raw to try and take a few viewers.
Take a few people from like the 20 bajillion people who watched it. Anyway, yeah, thank you for joining us if you did that. We're going to be streaming every Monday at 9 p.m. EST on twitch.tv/AEW Games. We got a really cool episode next Monday. It's going to have a lot of people from AEW involved. And then on Thursdays, when we are free, we're going to keep doing this. Total Extreme Wrestling, for those of you who don't know, is a booking simulator where you can run a company from any year based on a database that is made. I believe it's a gentleman named Silver King who made this database. It's WCW in 2001. It's a fantasy scenario where Shane McMahon purchased WCW for shoot and is using it to compete with his father. It's 2001, and all we have in the company are the people... Excuse me. Oh, my God. Oh, all we have are the people that WWE purchased the contracts of. So that means we don't have access to the NWO. We don't have Flair. We don't have Steiner. We don't have Brett. Our top stars are Booker T and Diamond Dallas Page. And right now we have gone through a few weeks of television, and it's time for our first pay-per-view. Oh, yeah. We have built it. The purpose of this game is to eventually usurp WWE as the #1 promotion in the world. Mason, do you have me? I guess I can just call you Brennan on this stream. What's the rules? What are the rules? What are the rules?
Rule number 1, you don't talk about the TEW streams.
Got it.
Rule number 2. What
yeah.
do you mean, what are the rules? What are
what do we of your name? Rules? What do I don't know. What do I call you? Does it matter?
Call me baby.
I'll call you baby. So baby, we got... I love Dragon Ball GT.
Baby Vegeta.
This is kind of the situation going on with our company. Is my screen on there? The TW?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Jeff Hardy and Michael Cole had a fight. That's pretty fucked up. Just to give you an example, so this was the Raw that happened on Monday. It had an attendance of 11,932.
Jeez,
and it was watched on its primary network, TNN, by 3.5 million people. Whereas us, Nitro, we drew 3,785 fans.
It's, we're going grassroots.
And our primary rating was 2,781,000. So actually, not close, but we're getting there. As far as company wars go, I mean, WWE, WWF right now is way ahead.
No milli?
305 for life. We actually do have a 3. Yeah, no milli. No 3 milli for us, I guess. WWF is huge, so we have to really... And we're medium. But we're the #2 company in the world, at least. So, we're working our way up there.
Working our way downtown.
The storylines we have, they're pretty cool. There's the all-you-can-eat buffet, which is in the 305 Live division. It's really not been received well at all. It started when... so our 305 Live division championship is called the FTW Championship, which means... what was it?
For the whales.
For the whales, right. For the whales.
For the country of whales.
It was won in a hot dog eating competition by Sharkquake, who is Earthquake, and Shark. And then our top storyline, of course, is Booker T versus DDP and Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon purchased the company, and on the first week, he revealed himself to be an evil bastard who turned on Booker T and shot him so DDP could win the WCW World Championship.
He didn't shoot on him. He shot him.
He legitimately shot him with a gun in the kneecap, to which it was reported that Booker T had died. But the next week, Booker T burst out of his casket with a mechanical knee, much like Cyborg from the Teen Titans, and hit a devastating scissors kick on Shane McMahon.
He said, "Booyah!"
And then the third week, Booker T was dead the second week to really sell the death. The third week he came back.
He came back at the end of the second week.
It was the live. It was the live exorcism.
We were.
Oh, you're right. We did hotshot it. So at the end of the second episode, Booker came back. And the third episode, Booker was kidnapped. And Shane was convinced that Booker really did die, but he came back to life via satanic black magic. I mean, just regular magic. Sorry.
Regular African-American magic.
And so he tried to perform an exorcism on Booker T, which ended with Dijak wrote this segment. It ended with like a Raiders of the Lost Ark where the bed started levitating and then like God's rays shined down and Shane's head exploded or something. I don't know how we're gonna retcon that for the pay-per-view. He has a match. So next up we have Holes. That's
Holes.
a feud. It's extremely hot. It's a feud between Rey Mysterio and Abyss, who we call Hole. He's a hole enthusiast. He loves holes. The reason they're fighting is because DDP wrestled Rey Mysterio in a grave robbers match where they had to dig up Booker T's casket. But because it was a grave robbers match, they had to dig a hole. So when Rey Mysterio dug the hole, Hole came and was like really excited and was like, I want that hole. But Rey was like, no, I need this hole for my match. So he fought Rey, and that's how DDP won. So that's going to be a match on the pay-per-view. RVD versus Italy. So RVD is currently feuding with Tony Schiavone's stable, the Schiavones.
The Schiavones.
It's Tony Schiavone. It's his wife, Dawn Schiavone, who is Dawn Marie. Chris Moltisanti, who is Chris Canyon. Jimmy Wang Yang, who is Jimmy Gargano. And I think some other guy. Johnny Stramboli. Oh my God, Dingo, stop. Please, you're unplugging my computer. Stop, please. I beg you. Dingo.
A paid actor.
That's my dog. The Masquerade spreads the gift. So that's BM Punk Blood Movement. Well, not Blood Movement. What is it? Blood
Magnet.
Blood Magnet. I was thinking bowel movement. So BM Punk Blood Magnet Punk leads a stable called the Bloodlines, which was originally called the Masquerade, but then we realized the Bloodlines is funnier. And it's him with a bunch of vampires. He's got Bruja, Malkavian, and
Hi, thank you for subscribing.
Oh yeah, Daphne is his valet, which is cool. I don't know why Buff Bagwell's involved. Oh, I think he's fighting Buff Bagwell.
Jin Dracula.
That pops me every single time. Hang 'em high. Thank you so much for the subscription. That's Triple H's burner, as you remember.
Yeah.
Then we have the rise of
not slobbing on Ilya for 5 seconds to come subscribe to our channel.
Well, he's injured, so he needs something to focus on.
Maybe we can draft his fetus and
Ilya?
Yeah, let's draft Ilya's fetus.
His fetus? You think he was a fetus in 2001? Is he that young? No way.
I don't know. He's like a little baby.
Hang 'em high. You're his number one simp. What's Ilya's age? How old is Ilya Dragunov?
How old was he in 2002?
Hang 'em high. Thanks for gifting a sub to Duke the Dumpster. Yeah, 2001, May 2001. Let us know. Since you like,
and we'll see if he's available.
You like to slob on that knob. And then the rise of the Terminator, which is John Cena, who was the prototype, is now the Terminator. And the storyline is that he came back in time in order to ensure that he would become the top guy of the company, where he was in the future. And we did that. We've had him squash Hugh Morris 3 times, and it's been an abysmal failure. But then he cut an awesome...
It's not even a story. It's not even a story, but Hugh Morris, we abused him.
The first time we had Cena beat Hugh Morris, who is Bill DeMott, Hugh was really upset. So we tried to make it up to him by having him lose 2 more times, but he's still really mad. So we had Cena go out there.
Filthy rib on him.
We had Cena go out there and just bury him in a scathing shoot, and that got a great rating, 73. So we're probably gonna have him do that more.
The pay-per-view is pretty much booked, isn't it?
It's pretty much booked. So the plan we have, and hopefully Dijak will be ready to join before we start.
Much like Vince, Dijak is just going to show up sometime in the middle of this booking meeting and rip up the script.
He's a lot like Vince. He's also a lot like Vince Russo in many ways. Yeah, so this is the card we have so far. We have DDP versus Dusty for the World Heavyweight Championship. The winner refs the main event, which is a gun on a pole match between Booker T and Shane McMahon. Now, many of you are probably thinking, why is the world title not in the main event? It's because DDP has kind of shat the bed.
We need to get
the real DDP is awesome
tonight.
The real DDP is awesome, but in this game, his matches have been very mediocre. And in this game, the quality of the show is judged a lot by the quality of the main event. And so far, RVD has been like the MVP for great matches. So
RVD is the MVP
we
of
kind of need to
TEW.
get the title off this motherfucker. No offense to Paige,
Do we need?
but
So does RVD need to be a babyface?
um no, but I will say the last time we turned someone, it got a penalty because we've turned like 20 people in the last 3 weeks.
Then let's. Ooh! I have an idea. What is
Okay.
RVD's got the match against the Italians, right?
Yeah, he's probably gonna wrestle Canyon.
Let's have Shane put RVD in the title match.
Why?
And RVD accidentally wins. And then let Shane groom him to the dark side over the course of several weeks.
I don't like that word, but we I don't know if it's a good idea to have RVD.
A reluctant RVD.
An emotional spinneroonie. I don't know if we want to have RVD as world champion just yet because he's not really over. So our shows are really carried by the overness of our main eventers and angles. So let's build RVD. Let's give him a mid-card title. And
we need the belt off of DDP tonight.
We do need the belt off of DDP, sadly. Well, right now the U.S. champion is Booker. So
I feel like I had an idea for this, but I don't remember what it was.
And Sugar Shane is the cruiserweight champion.
I had
which
no
we've
idea
had
that was the case.
We've had no storyline for. So we really are just.
But Sugar Shane is in 3 count, right?
Yes, but they had split up, and then we started the company and put them back together.
Yeah.
So, all right, I guess we should get started. And chat, let us know what you think about this plan, this card. Let us know if you have any ideas for storylines, angles.
How do we get the belt off of DDP, chat?
Well, so Dijak actually had an idea last time we streamed, which was that DDP, who is currently aligned with Shane, would beat Dusty for the World Heavyweight Championship. He'd defend it. He'd ref the main event in the gun on a pole match.
Shane would pin the ref.
The idea was that Shane gets the gun, shoots DDP, and then somehow wins the belt. I don't know how. Dijak came up with this master plan.
Shane gets the gun. If he shoots the ref, then they're going to need a replacement ref. And that ref wasn't watching the show and isn't aware that it's not a triple threat match.
That's the logic. He wasn't watching the show.
Yeah, that's my logic.
I love that. I love that in wrestling when it's like, how could I have known? I wasn't watching the show.
Yeah, they're just out there in the back, and they're like, the ref's been shot. We need a ref out there now. And they just grab the first ref they see, and he's like, he's got catering in his hands. He's eating. He's like, what's going on? Just go out there.
Shane's like, yeah.
Hey, goodbye. Thank you for the gift sub. You're really flexing those francs, you French bastard.
All right, let's skip to the show. We have a lot of people on our roster, by the way, that have just not debuted. Tajiri, Sanjay, Monty Brown, Shadow, Horace Hogan, Roadkill, Balls Mahoney, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Dustin Rhodes, Sheldon Benjamin.
Sheldon.
Oh,
young Sheldon.
Right, so we have Kwee Herman, Sheldon Benjamin, Sanjay Dutt, and Stacy Keibler as the Revenge of the Nerds. But they have not debuted, even though they're going to be wrestling for the tag team titles tonight. Wait, Vince Russo has morale issues? Oh, he was furious that we signed Bischoff. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Get over it.
Yeah. All right, let's skip to the show.
Let's start the show.
The Big Bang Theory stable. Oh, yeah, you need to debut the Nerds tonight because it's the Big Bang. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, it was kind of built around them. Should they host? They're not over.
None of them are over and none of them can talk.
None of them
But
are
they do
over,
have,
and none of them will get over.
but they do have Stacy Keibler, so that's kind of a plus for them. Sounds like there's a battle royal on the card tonight. Yeah, could you imagine we debut all these new wrestlers in the same battle royal? Would that be the worst booking decision of all time?
Couldn't we see who gets over?
Kamala to retire. Kamala has announced that he'll be retiring in 3 months.
Offer him a deal.
No, he works for us, Brennan.
No.
He works for us, and his contract is for fucking 2 years. What the fuck are we gonna do with this guy?
Well, let's change his name to Kamala Harris. And give him a politician gimmick.
Okay.
And he's gonna run for president tonight.
Tonight? Okay, his mic skills are between 13 and 21, so he should have a manager or something.
Yeah, give him kimchi.
Okay.
And then change Kimchi's name to Sleepy Joe.
I don't know what genre. Hang'em High, thank you for another gift sub. Or wait, am I reading the same one? Have Terminator squash him? You know, that's not a bad idea.
That's pretty good.
Actually, that's pretty good.
Have him come out and cut a politician promo. Have Terminator come back in time to assassinate him.
Jesus.
And
he's already back in time.
And then
should a new Terminator?
And then cut a seething shoot promo on him. Immediately
about what?
After.
About
politics.
Him saying, about how he's retiring. He decided to retire in 2 months, even though he has a 2-year contract with the company. He's a selfish piece of shit.
Kudo, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Anybody can subscribe with Prime for free.
Should we have Samoa Joe be just Samoa Joe Biden?
Samoa Joe Biden. Sleepy Samoa Joe.
Okay, Samoa Joe Biden is with Kamala. All right. Actually, Cena versus Joe, that'll be pretty sweet.
Yeah, this could set him up for his first big match.
Kudo, thanks for the subscription.
The president.
This is a badass gimmick. Is that what you'd say, or is it a legitimate gimmick?
When he's got his sunglasses on and he's licking ice cream cones, he's pretty badass.
Okay. Oh, he's a member of 4Count. I guess we're taking him out of that stable. I forgot we put him in there. I don't know why we did that.
We need somebody else in 4Count now.
Okay, who?
Who's
a heel with his 4Count? Shadow? Shadow the Hedgehog?
Yeah, put Shadow in. He's the
all right,
dark
Shadow.
one.
Who by the way is Lance Archer. His indie name, like at the time, was Shadow. So
we didn't change it.
We didn't change it. His name is Shadow.
Although I am tempted to put Shadow with somebody who is Sonic.
True. True. Okay. I guess we'll have a tag team.
Title match?
No, we're going to have Kamala and Joe. What can the DNC stand for? That's wrestling related. Chat, help me out.
Come on, chat.
Come on, chat. Do not cradle. No, that's awful. Do not disrespect.
That's D&D.
That's not a C. Do not come. Do not come. Do not come. Do not come. Their finisher name is Do Not Come. Do not come. All right, great. That'll really help Joe's career, I feel. Okay. Let's save. All right. Shall we go on to the show?
Let's go. Let's get on with the show.
Okay. Big Bang. Wow, we have a logo?
That's pretty cool.
Was that a real pay-per-view that happened, or is that just
looks
something that...
That looks like a Vampire the Masquerade logo.
That's pretty cool. All right,
Speaking
we're not giving
of which,
anybody
can we make
that.
a tag team title match, like a Four Corners tag team match?
Yeah, that's a good way to throw people in there. Yeah, you're right. Should we give anybody the night off?
Hugh Morris, because it's a pay-per-view. Hey, buddy, I understand that you're upset, but we're getting seen in a different squash this week.
That's huge for him. Says we're expecting an attendance of 22,000 fans.
Pretty good.
That's pretty fucking good.
Can we book a good venue?
Yeah, I think we can fill up a 21,000, the Charlotte Coliseum, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Would we do better to do the Northeast because Shane McMahon is in the main event?
Can
Is
you want to go to Connecticut? You want to go to Connecticut?
Ooh, they would have come into our house.
We will bury them.
We will bury them. You want to come into our backyard?
Do not come.
Do not come.
The Hartford Civic Center. We can not sell it out, but yeah, we can do the Hartford. That's in Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut.
I like it.
All right. Finalized broadcasters.
Direct TV.
Yep. Direct
Can we
TV.
put it on Skinamax?
This one's for Canada. We can?
I mean, it's
Because it's
on pay-per-view.
Because it's pay-per-view? Yeah, that's true. That's huge for Dijak. Booking team meeting. Of course, our booking team of Shane McMahon, Johnny Ace, Vince Russo, Dusty Rhodes, Kenny Omega, and Terry Funk.
What is Kenny? Oh, yeah, to book the eventual Joshi invasion.
Oh, yeah, a theme. You're right, chat. Last Resort by Papa Roach or Breaking Benjamin. Wow. Has Blow Me Away come out yet? I wanna one at a time. Reddest will survive.
2001?
2001. Can you look up the Janie's Got a Gun? Shane has got a gun. Wait,
that's
yes!
That's pretty good. Can we get that for the
Can we get
pay-per-view
Aerosmith?
package?
Can we get Aerosmith?
Can we get Aerosmith for a live performance? For the gun on a pole match?
Shane has got a gun. Yeah, we're going to do Aerosmith. Shane has got a gun. Shades of the greatest Disney ride of all time, Rock and Roller Coaster. You know when Janie got arrested.
I never heard that song. Well, I did. I have two Xanarkin from Final Fantasy X. I heard Elmo's Got a Gun long before I heard.
Oh, was
James
that
It was a Newgrounds flash.
That was a parody?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm using all our creative points on creative finishes so that the matches are really good because we know the angles are going to be really good.
The angles are hot. We need better matches.
We need way better matches. All right, cool. Locker room incidents? Ted DiBiase has been passing on tips on being better at booking to his protege Prince Nana. Okay.
I like that team.
Ted DiBiase has been passing on tips on being better at booking to his protege Lash LaRue. Okay. Apparently, John Heidenreich and Tony Schiavone had a blazing argument outside the venue.
He's not even debuted yet.
Yes, he has. He's been frozen in ice. Remember, we've had him in an ice block.
Yeah.
Jerry Lawler has taken Sanjay Dutt under his wing as a protege.
We should.
That's
let him
huge.
know.
We'll let Sanjay know. Ooh, a pre-show speech. Oh, okay. We can put right here if we want live music.
Yes.
Or anything like that. We want a major band for $1 million. Aerosmith is a major band. I mean, we got to invest, bro. This is our first. Well, chat. Give me the top 10 hits of 2001. Surely Aerosmith is on there.
It's like Britney Spears.
Okay, Aerosmith is in
Rock
the
is
top
out.
100 for sure. No, by 01, that's not true.
By
Lenny
01, Rock was
Kravitz.
out.
Lenny Kravitz was huge in 01.
He wasn't huge.
Mm-hmm.
He was just did okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Limp Bizkit. Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's
That's a
not rap.
total.
That's rock.
You're totally
That's rap.
inaccurate.
That's not rock. That's rap.
It's new metal. It's
He's
new
a
metal.
rapper. The new stands
Nickelback.
for.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit, Kylie Minogue. This is how you remind me of what I really am.
What was that song
It's not
from
like you.
Treasure Planet?
Wow, fuck.
And I don't want the world. It's Iris. I just want you to know who I. Chop Suey did come out in 2001. I know
Montaha,
this.
we cannot have Puff Daddy. That's not where that's gonna age.
Why?
Poorly.
He's done
What do you mean,
nothing
why?
yet.
Should we have Puff Daddy perform live at Big Bang? I don't think that's a good
just
idea.
have him in the have him in the audience.
Do we want a special
Let's
set
do the WWE thing where we show all the famous people in the
in
audience.
crowd? Yeah. Okay. All right. Do we want? How much do you want to spend on a special set? Between $5,000 and $2 million. How
How much we got?
much we got? I don't know. I honestly have no clue. I can't look on this screen.
Do we want to go into debt? Are we worried about it?
No, it's an investment. I think a $2 million set. What the fuck would that even look like? If I spent $2 million on a set, I hope that it's like a full
No, that's like the
recreation of a.
WrestleMania. That's like the WrestleMania sets.
That's $2 million. Do
Probably.
you think so? $2
The
million
one with
for what?
The one with the freaking roller coaster?
But was it a working roller coaster?
It moved.
Did it really?
I think so.
What about like the big pirate ship? That wasn't $2 million,
No.
was it?
But it might have been $1 million.
So what does a $2 million set look like versus a $1,000 set? Is $1,000 like balloons?
No, it's just pipe and drape.
And some streamers? Like, what the fuck? For $2 million, I want like a small scale recreation of the cosmos. Like suspended above the
a
Titan
black
throne.
hole suspended.
I want made of drones, like what they do in China, where they like create entire like landscape paintings out of drones.
I don't think drones have been invented yet.
Well, with $2 million, we better fucking invent them. According to Sportskeeda, the construction of the stage ring and set cost a whopping $5 million
Wow.
for WrestleMania 30,
30,
which
New
was
Orleans?
just that was just 3 X's
with a clown mask.
Whatever. Yeah, $2 million.
$2 million is
We're going
crazy.
all fucking in.
Yeah, we do need to go all in though.
All right, pre-show speech on the locker room. I mean, this is huge, right?
Yeah, we gotta do a rah-rah speech.
Yeah, rah-rah speech.
Rah-rah speech.
All right, we're doing a rah-rah speech. You have given an inspirational speech. The entire locker room is now fired up and buzzing with anticipation.
Let's go. We're
fuck yeah.
$2 million set. Everybody's buzzing.
Spent $1 million on Puff Daddy and Aerosmith. All right. The show is meant to be 2 hours and a half. That's pretty long, but we can have long matches, so that's good. We probably want to start with the main event. The
main event. So that's a gun on a pole match that will become a triple threat for the world title.
So hear me out, because I think we'll confuse the game if we make that 2 different matches.
So make it 1 match.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 3-way gun on a pole match where one of the wrestlers is the special ref. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I think it does make sense.
Good night, dear. Yeah.
Start with the main event. 2.5-hour Iron Man match. Honestly, We might have RVD work for 2 hours.
It might help.
Oh, Diego, the arena is a gun, and the wrestlers come out the barrel. That's the set.
That's so fire.
Whoa! And we shoot them out like the Donkey Kong stage in Double Dash, where they fire out of the fucking cannon.
We have pyro at the end of the ramp.
Hotel Field. What's the song that Puff Daddy did in Godzilla? Oh yeah, no, what the fuck was it? It was Kashmir. Da-na-na, 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 da-na-na. And he's like, do you know that song?
Zilla?
From Godzilla?
From Zilla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sampled Kashmir.
That was a
double-barreled, one for heels and one for faces.
That's fire. Yeah. That's $2
Or
million.
it's one barrel, but it's a Magnum. It's like a 6-shooter.
I kind of like that it's called the Big Bang, but it's actually about shooting guns.
Shooting. Yes. Yes. Okay. And then we should have like we should have a Russian roulette match where you load up the wrestler in the barrel of the gun and you spin it, and then you shoot one of the wrestlers in the ring. Dingo, please stop unplugging this. Yeah. Okay. So you put the wrestler in the barrel of the gun, you spin it,
you put 6.
It's like the elimination chamber.
You put 6 wrestlers in a barrel. You spin it, and then whoever comes out, and then you reload the barrel after every turn. So it could be different people every time. It's
like the casino gauntlet.
Yeah.
Where the first person to get a pinball.
We should pitch that to Tony.
You should pitch that to Tony, the Russian roulette match?
Where you have like a little turntable in the front of the stage that's got 6 chambers in it.
No, I think we need to do the gun thing.
No, it is a gun. It's just a turntable. That's what it's represented by, a turntable with 6
chambers.
Because
because AEW does the gambling thing, right?
Yeah.
So why don't we do like the roulette table, where you have wrestlers on spaces and you throw a ball in and it spins, and whoever it lands
real life,
on.
Or is this? Yeah, that's
for real life.
Yeah, for
that
real
would be
life,
awesome.
That's pretty good.
I have no idea how you work it, like at all.
Make it digital, a digital ball.
Oh, that's lame. People want to see
you want a beach ball that's bouncing around.
I kind of want a giant roulette table that like a big pinball is rolling around and it lands.
So we've worked with the props team and they're so good. I bet you they could figure it out with like a string. You have it bounce around and then you just pull the string.
Or magnets. Yeah, load the balls. We should
load the balls, brother.
Okay, anyway. Main event is a 3-way, and it is Booker versus Diamond Dallas Page, and Shane McMahon is there as the special guest ref who becomes involved in the match. The winner will be Shane McMahon. The special referee. Where's special referee? Oh, wait, no, the special referee is Diamond Dallas Page.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
And ask DDP to take a crazy bump by getting shot.
Why does he's getting shot? Yeah.
Shane in this scenario, Shane is kind of like Kefka from Final Fantasy VI.
Explain.
He's just chaotic. Like he has no reason to turn on DDP other than that he's not over.
Well, in kayfabe, the reason is Shane wants to be the champion.
I guess.
Yeah.
But in kayfabe for Kefka, he wanted to be the God King. So he betrays the old king.
How the fuck do I add? Oh yeah, staff. Okay, referee. Oh yeah, show all.
Don't give him a staph infection.
Diamond Dallas Page. Okay, cool.
We need our best producer on this.
We got Arn on it.
All right.
And it is for the world. He
is an expert with guns.
Yeah.
Now make sure you're holding the gun like this.
Should we have Arn like cut a promo on the match, hyping it up?
About guns?
He's like, the pistol, the most devastating weapon that you could possibly have in a human hand.
American made.
I remember the first time I popped open the trunk, grabbed my pea shooter, and blasted the man trying to steal my car. Now, if I know one thing about Shane McMahon and Booker T, it's they know how to use that shoot. They know how to shoot But I ain't talking about wrestling. All right, so what?
What?
Okay, Shane McMahon is the victor. It is a pole match. So wait, how do I search? I like how Manny's Arn impression is just Hank Hill. Yeah, that's pretty much
It's just
true.
Hank.
Yeah.
Whoa!
All right, where is pole? I'm gonna look up pole.
I was a 4 horseman.
It is a 1 versus 1 versus 1
Weapon
gun on a pole.
Gun.
I would say the content risk is, is low. No, we'll get penalized. Okay. Injury risk. I'd say average because you're getting shot, right?
Yeah, but it's a blank, so.
What?
Shit,
It's a work?
Crow.
Wait, are you saying this shit's fake? Babyface, heel, work, shoot. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. A gun on a pole, World Heavyweight Championship match. Hey, Booker's also United States champion. Could it be?
It is.
It is.
He's figured out his website.
I like how you're trying to make a website like it's 2006.
Yeah, I know. Just make a Twitter.
Like, who does that?
Yeah, Mark.
What do you mean, who does that?
Yeah, who does websites?
How do I switch my camera? Hold on.
The last time I saw a wrestler's website, it was like Al Snow in 2002.
Oh, it's for a business. It's not for like, here's my website. It's...
What business?
Don't worry about
business.
it. The hurt business.
Dijak, are you going into selling feet pictures?
Yes.
Not
yet.
No.
Somebody tell me how I switch my camera, for fuck's sake.
Okay, go to... I can't do it, Brennan. You have to do it because you're recording my screen.
I'm fixing the... What? Why? Switch your camera?
www.geocities.com/Dijak.
Wait a second.
Oh, wait.
Really pronounce Geocities?
What did you say? You think it was GeoCities?
I thought it was GeoCities.
It's GeoCities. Surely it's GeoCities.
Really?
Like atrocities.
Where would you go? Where would you go for game cheat codes?
Game facts.
It's Game Fox.
Brennan, Emmo's World says, "Hi, I run the Real World Chronicles mod. What stat would any of you guys want updated?" So Emmo, you run Real World Chronicles, which is the mod that gets updated every month for like now.
Okay,
or you're not the mod creator of this mod, right? Because this is a fantasy mod. You're talking about like January 2025. Every month you upload a real world mod for TEW.
Wait, there's a werewolf mod?
What? What did you think I said?
I didn't hear it. My mom was talking to me. I heard werewolf.
My mommy was talking to me.
My mom.
Okay, so you do the real world mod every 2 months. Okay, cool. Yeah, because like I played TEW since I was in high school and EWR, so like I probably have played your work before, or I don't know if you started on TEW9. But thank you for your service. I know it's very difficult. I've had to go through databases many times.
Just make
Brennan,
sure
many have 100 sex appeal.
Just make sure we've got really high. You don't have to make us good wrestlers.
No, you don't.
Just give us like a really good stat.
Well, no, I took over this month after the guy before me quit. Yeah, that's TEW modding is not for the weak. That's for sure. It really can get to you. Let's do this, guys. Let's go through all these skills and let's be honest with ourselves about what we are. Let's help out Emmo.
Okay.
So every wrestler in TEW has all these stats.
Dijak, hold on, Dijak, go to your settings and go to picture and voice, maybe.
Settings.
And then you should be able to set your webcam.
Oh, site settings, camera. Yeah, it's not even listed as an option. I mean, what's happening? I know what's happening. Hold on. How do I get
Are you
back
using
to
your
it?
computer or your phone?
I'm using my computer. I'm just
He's back.
what's
You had
no,
it
what's
covered.
happening? Yeah, I know I had it covered. I have it. I am trying to get this to work, and it's plugged into my laptop. I just want to switch to this, but it's not like giving me the option. That's what's bugging me.
This is
This
This is
is
streaming death. What are we
whatever.
doing?
All right, what are we doing? We're putting ourselves in TEW. Is that what's
Yes.
happening?
Okay. No, we have somebody who maintains the database for the real world mod for this game.
What? Where did I hear
So
werewolf?
probably when I said real world, the real world. So we need to go through our stats so that Mo can get an accurate statistic.
All right.
So Dijak, what would you say your brawling stat is out of 100?
Dijak's good.
With
Brawling?
one being like the drizzling shits never threw a punch in their life, and 100 being like Stan Hansen.
I don't know, 85, I guess.
Whoa,
That's
85. That's slow
too
your roll
high.
there, Dijak. I
I feel
mean,
like, well, what is Dijak's style? Is he not a brawler
Dijak?
that does flips?
Not like
No, I don't
bad
think
at
Dijak's a
brawling, but
He's
brawler.
not a
he's just
martial
good at
artist.
Dijak's a high spots guy.
Not.
Which
I
stat
mean,
is
am
that?
I?
I'd put flashiness for Dijak at like 80.
Flashiness at 80? Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess.
I'd say flashiness is 80. Aerial is like 75 because you can do some pretty crazy shit.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not familiar with what these levels mean. Like is it is like nobody a 90 in anything? Is that what?
Yeah,
no,
you
like
gotta give
rare.
who's the
I would
best.
say there's probably like one person in the 90s in the world at a time, maybe two or three. Like it's like tip top of all time. Like if you're in the 90s in this game, it means like Angle is like in technical like 90. Danielson is like 90. You know what I mean?
Okay. And it like 90's like the best, like
90s
95 is unheard of.
no, 90 to 100 is best of the best. Like like there's also another quality like star quality or menace, right? Like star quality, like Cena is like a 90 star quality. Lesnar is
I'm like
like
I'm like a 5 at
Yeah.
that.
no. Star quality is not charisma. It's like how you look. Do you
This
look
isn't
like
even
a
It's
star?
charisma. I said star quality. Star quality is pretty much like how you're booked, right? That would be like the drizzling tip for me.
Star quality is like okay. So for example, in this game, like Sean O'Hare, his star quality is like 85, great star quality, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he has great
Yeah.
booking or like that he's over.
Give me all the things so I can properly
Okay,
assess.
brawling,
Yeah.
puroresu, hardcore,
What's
technical,
Korosu?
puroresuru.
Yeah, what does that
Put
mean?
it as it.
It's kind of a
Dijak's
bullshit
never worked in
stat.
Japan, so he's can't.
Yeah, it's
Unlike
like
us.
I think it's supposed to be like strong style. Like how good are they at like Japanese style wrestling? I guess I don't like it as a stat to be honest,
It's so weird.
but
Stat.
it's a weird stat.
There's not a luchador
Brawling.
stat, is there?
No, exactly. Well, that's kind of flashiness and high flying. But you got brawling, puro, hardcore, technical, aerial, flashiness, psychology, charisma, microphone, acting, star quality, sex appeal, menace, basics, selling, consistency, safety, stamina, athleticism, power, toughness. All these last ones are kind of, you don't really need them. And then finally, it's like, commentating.
All right. I mean, I know the ones that I'd be relatively high at.
And chat, please call us out if
Yeah,
you
and
feel
let
like
me know
we're
if you
wrong.
disagree. I give a shit, but
Yeah. Aura.
It's all
CM
ultimately this is everybody else's opinion of me, not me, not my
CM
own opinion.
Origins Aura is like charisma, probably. It's a mixture of charisma and star
And star
quality. I feel.
quality,
Yeah.
Probably.
People are saying 69 for all your stats.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
It's a well-rounded character.
All right, give them to me. I'll give numbers in chat. You can fucking tell me if I'm way off or whatever.
Well, how about this? Why don't we do each other's?
Sure.
Okay.
You're
Let's
gonna
start
hurt my
with
feelings.
Dijak. All right. Brennan, how would we give Dijak's brawling?
I think his brawling is probably one of his higher stats.
Yeah, his brawling is good. He always kind of lays his shit in, but he's not unsafe.
But how is that not pro wrestling?
Yeah, exactly. Well, okay, so I think Puto is also like suplexes
I-
where you dump them on their heads or something.
Okay. Let's call pro wrestling.
Well, hold on. I can look it up. I can
Let's
look
call
it up.
pro wrestle being dangerous.
Try to think of
Okay.
it as like how good at you are at like that sort of like fighting spirit sort of moment.
So
So
according to the
I've got
game,
some pretty decent moments of that.
according to the game, this is a measure of a worker's ability to work the type of match closely associated with Japan, where it's a mix of stiff strikes, realistic ring work, and impactful throws and suplexes. In most cases, it is effectively an alternate brawling, in that the
Okay.
higher of the two values is used in any calculation.
I don't do a lot of throws and suplexes. I'll be honest. I do one.
But you do a lot of
So you're more of a
strikes.
brawler. Yeah, you do a lot of strikes.
Probably more of a brawl. I do a lot of strikes.
But you
I
also
think I'd put you.
you never worked in
I do
Japan,
use
so
That's right.
I think I'd put you probably like in the 70s for brawling. I think you're like historically speaking, your hardcore matches and your like fight-based matches have been very good,
Yeah.
right? But I wouldn't say you're like the problem with brawling is that all the greatest brawlers we can think of are people who just hit people for real.
isn't
Right?
that, well, no, isn't it like Stone Cold a brawler?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
okay, yeah.
and it just means that you just beat the shit out of people and you like spill to the outside and fight through the crowd a lot, which I don't really do
That's what
very
I'm
often.
picturing.
That's why I'm thinking 70, because like you're not a brawler, but when you
Modern-
throw,
You're not Stan
brawlers, like-
Henson.
yeah,
Modern day brawler's like a John Moxley type where you just kind of just start hitting the guy and just fly to the outside and just you make a big scene out of the whole thing.
what do we think,
Which I've
chat?
done it in the past, but it's not like my go-to.
It's not your go-to.
I would say like 70, like around 75.
That's pretty good.
Sure.
I like that.
Chat, what are we thinking for brawling stat with
So
Dijak?
this is gonna take way too fucking long if we're gonna
We're
have
only
a
gonna
round.
do-
Pay-per-view's already
we're-
booked.
We're only going to do the important
What's
stats.
the pay-per-view without me? Oh no! What's the name of that?
Dijak, we went through the card last time, remember? We pre-planned it, but we can change it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's my big angle? I don't remember.
It's
You're gonna love it.
it's it's Shane McMahon versus Booker T in a gun on a pole match.
With all right,
No,
you don't need.
I'm sorry. No. Actually, that's wrong. It's you have DDP versus Dusty in the opener for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Because we got to get
The
the
winner-
belt off of DDP.
You remember this now?
The winner will go on to be special ref for the main event, which is
Yeah.
Booker versus Shane, gun on a pole. Shane gets the gun, shoots DDP, pins him, and wins the belt.
And the reason why he's able to pin the ref is because once DDP is shot, they're gonna be like we're gonna cut backstage and they're gonna be scrambling. They're like, we need a ref out there. We need a ref out there now. And the nearest ref, he was in catering and he's got all his food and he was like, oh, but I wasn't watching the show. What kind of match was it? They're like, just get out there, count whatever pin you see. And he goes out there.
Thanks.
Okay, so we landed on 75 for brawling. Hardcore, you're a great hardcore guy.
I mean,
You're
Yeah,
No?
but that's like, I mean, does he bleed? Like, is he Raven?
yeah.
being a
You're kinda
hardcore
more
Is
of
he,
like-
is he Cactus Jack? Like, he has
You're
great
kind of more.
hardcore
I
matches?
think he's more like a storytelling hardcore guy, like
Yeah, like, I
psychologically.
have really good weapons matches, but it's because I don't use the weapons very often. I make them count. I don't.
So we just
That-
give. I mean,
Mm,
let's
that
agree
goes-
that Dijak's highest stat is psychology, right?
That's what I was going to say. To me,
I think so.
everything I do well is psychology. That's the whole and selling. If I had to pick two things I do well, it's psychology and selling.
In fact, I would have Dijak selling so high that it actually works against him.
Yeah.
If that is an option, yes,
Actually,
I would definitely
I think Dijak's two highest stats are the reason why he loses all the time.
probably 100% accurate. Yes.
Okay, so for hardcore, let's put like 70 because I feel like 70 is the best hardcore stat you can have without being like a deathmatch wrestler.
Detrimental. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Next up, we got technical, which probably is difficult for Dijak because he doesn't really have any opportunities to really technically wrestle.
Well, I mean,
I know you
like
can.
Outfit, but it's not like great, and I don't. My view on technical wrestling, which I assume is like submissions
It's
and
like being
reversals.
British.
Yeah, my view on that was always it's kind of boring unless you're extremely good at it, and there's only 10 or 15 guys on earth who are extremely good at it. I'm not going to be better at this than fucking Nigel and uh and Zach, and so why would I even try? Like, why would I even? So like, if I'm gonna work holds back and forth, I just make them realistic as opposed to like interesting and fun and creative. I think that if you're going to do something, you should be the best at it, and I'm never gonna be the best at that unless you fucking dedicate yourself to it. So it's not. I don't even bother.
Dijak, Duke the Dumpster says in his TEW save, you refuse to job to Michael Oku. Thoughts on that?
Racist.
His what?
You refuse to job to Michael Oku.
Come on out, you racist.
I was told straight up to job to Michael Oku, and I said, absolutely no problem. So I don't know.
No. That's not what you said. You said
Absolutely no.
Absolutely no. Problem.
Absolutely no.
Absolutely no. Problem. You spoke like a
change match booking.
Okay, next up we got Ariel.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think that might have been my first like loss on the Indies after I came back.
Oh.
We got it out of the way really quick. I'd like maybe chaotic might have been. I don't remember the timeline, but yeah.
So Emma, we'd say technical is like 50, like average. Ariel, Dijak, you're known for your flippy shit as a tall guy. You can
do a ton of it.
No, you don't. But when you bust it out, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah. Wow.
I do a dive every so often. I jump off. I do a moonsault or whatever.
No, you do a fucking like spiral tap. What are you talking about? I've seen you do like.
I haven't done the corkscrew moonsault since the Portland takeover. That was the last time.
It's been that long?
In 5 years, yeah.
No shit. Wow. Is that because you just don't want to, or?
There's just no. I need to have a big stage to do it, and I mean, I could have done it on a takeover, but there was no. What am I going to hit Wes Lee with a spiral moonsault and have him kick out? What does that accomplish?
Wow. I'm noticing a pattern here, Dijak. Wes Lee and Michael Oku, you seem to really have a problem with certain kinds of people.
Don't worry. I
put over Keith Lee plenty. Yeah, we get it. We got a black friend.
Put over all of them, right? I lost to every single person you just mentioned.
Yeah, there's the thing, Emo. Like, if it's up to us, Dijak's stats are like way higher than what they probably are in the database because, like, from a wrestler's perspective, the stats are always going to be different from a fan's perspective.
From a fan's perspective, I'm probably in the fucking. I don't know. It's hard to gauge what fans think of me because there's a really like definitive line between like the people who actually fucking watch me and the people who just pretend that they watch me.
Well, like
the pretend crew, I'm just a fucking loser jobber who's never gonna do anything ever in the war, right? And these are the same people who just see someone, right? We do. I sent this to the group chat yesterday where somebody was like, was tagging me in a post or something, and it was talking about.
They didn't tag you. You vanity searched it.
You vanity searched it.
Whatever. However, I stumbled upon it. It was talking about Obafemi, and it's like, hey, I've never seen an Obafemi match, but I know he's great. Can you send me a match?
Wow, Dijak, you seem to have a problem with Obafemi. I wonder why that is.
I guess you're not a feminist.
That sentence alone was just so hilarious to me that you've never seen him, but you know he's.
It was really in my brain for a minute. I was like, what?
But that's just how people who don't watch much wrestling think.
There
They go,
needs to be
"Oh,
there
that guy
needs to
looks fucking
be
awesome.
a
He's
stat for
holding the
like
championship. He must be amazing." And
certain
everybody says
people.
he's it was
Certain
amazing.
people make every match they're in really good, and I don't know that that's reflected in any of these stats, right?
They're in? What do you mean?
So like, is there a there's
What does
not
that
a
mean?
stat for like I like you
Elevating.
can't have a bad match with Ricochet, right?
Uh-huh.
Like Ricochet will make the person he's in with look awesome, even
Yeah.
if they're not. Dijak's
Yeah.
kind of the same way. There's not really a stat for that, right?
That's like a worker statistic.
And that's like, yeah, that's a worker
What's
statistic. That's the difference between what a fan would rate people.
Well, I would argue that it's reflected in the game in that you can have really high stats, but if your momentum is really low, your ratings will still be the shits. You know what I mean? And there's also like you can have attributes like in a funk or a groundswell of support where
Right.
like they can do no wrong. You know what I mean? But in a funk is like even if they're really good, all their ratings are going to be low because for whatever reason people just don't like them.
Mm.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's an attribute called giving performer, Kurt
Okay.
Mack. That's true.
That
Stuff
just
like
means
that.
I'm gonna take a bunch of bumps.
Okay, flashiness. Yeah, so Ariel, I'd probably put you in the 70s. Flashiness, I'd probably put you in like, oh, actually, maybe even 80 for flashiness because your matches are so fucking
Flashy.
flashy.
I wouldn't have picked flashiness.
What is the difference
Really?
between flashy and aerial?
So flashiness, I'm gonna look it up, but my guess is like how cool the moves are and shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
but
a
I don't
measure of how spectacular a worker's
do
moves
a
are.
ton of awesome moves. I really don't. And my stuff isn't like super smooth. It's my whole thing is based around being like rugged and real. So I wouldn't pick flashiness at all.
Yeah, but like, but your like from what I've seen, your matches are like you have that kind of PWG, that kind of back and forth. To me, that stat is what flashiness is all about. Like Osprey, his
I feel like
flashiness
that's
is
more
like
like I feel like that's more
95.
like a tame thing.
That's kind of what I figured
Os-
flashiness is
Osprey's
supposed to be.
flashiness would be up there because he does all sorts of cool fucking shit. And he's like
You
flying around and flipping and landing on his feet and shit. And I don't
you
do
did
any
the
of it.
fucking
You do the reversal things. You do the reversal
inverted-
into a reversal into a thingy.
Yeah, you do that plenty of times.
It's just
I haven't watched any of your matches, but like I
well,
understand
I'm
you're
not
great.
saying that I'm not
I
flashy.
haven't watched any of your matches.
I hear you're great.
For sure, I try to do cool moves and try to do like flashy stuff, but I just wouldn't put it as like I'd say I'm more hard hitting than I am flashy if I have to rank them.
I'm gonna say like just another 75 for your flashiness.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then psychology, what would you give yourself? Probably. Would you put yourself in those 9s or were you thinking 8s? It's tough because many people might disagree with you.
Only because I haven't been given the opportunity to have like a 40-minute like class.
I honestly think, and people might scoff, but it's not inappropriate to give you such a high psychology stat because, like, in this game, when you're a road agent, like when you're a producer, the effectiveness of your producing is based on your psychology stat. And I think Dijak,
So
you would be
producer.
You'd be the best. Like you would put together matches for people because you
did
that would make them just look so fucking awesome. So I kind of dig that, yeah. And you have done that. The proof is in the pudding. You don't like you.
It's not when I'm in the match. I'll say that.
I think you could still do it without you.
To do it for 2 other people, that's a much taller task for me.
You did it for 5 other people.
Yeah. Ooh. In a made-up match, in a silly
made-up
match
silly
concept.
like. Yeah.
I wasn't like calling their spots. I was just organizing the structure.
That's
of the
literally what psychology
is. You're not.
You're not
when you're a producer, you're not. They're not 2 people that are just complete logs.
Okay. Next up, Dijak. Now this is going to be the real contention point, Dijak. charisma.
I mean,
Here it comes.
charisma comes in all sorts of shapes and forms. I certainly wouldn't say that I'm like Ric Flair or anything like
All
that,
right,
but like
here's your brackets, right?
ultimately,
There's
ultimately, when it comes down to it, I'm a very convincing dickhead, ass kicking antagonist,
he speaks
which isn't
confidently.
super effective, which isn't super convincing if you lose all your matches.
I'm
So,
white.
Oh, dude, I'm white.
I'd put my charisma at like a low 70s, high 60s,
Okay,
somewhere in the park.
that's fair. I feel that's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Uh,
Again, a big part of that is just booking, right? If I were the fucking world champion who beat everybody, then my charisma would be higher, but it's not. So
and then what about microphone? Because I feel like you can have high charisma but low microphone skills, or
Oh
vice
yeah,
versa.
that's a Jeff,
I'd,
right?
I'd put my microphone higher than my charisma for sure.
Okay, yeah,
Not dramatically, like I'm not. Again, this is a lot of this is just a product of how I'm booked. you know,
sure,
I don't,
sure.
I've never been given more than a 2 minute live mic in my life, so it's not like I have this big repertoire of talking under my belt. I'm confident in myself, and I know I could do it, and I know I could carry a company, but it just hasn't happened yet. So I can't just say like, oh, I should be high, like it just
Yeah.
hasn't happened. So I don't know, low 70s maybe.
All right, now star quality.
0.
Okay, sex appeal.
110.
Okay, and finally menace.
Menace sounds like something that I'd be
He's got a
very
good
high at.
menace stat.
Yeah, I'd put
I'd
you
put
like
myself in
at
the low 80s.
sure. Yeah, I
Like an
can
Those
see
are
those.
the those are the promo stats. If that would be his strongest promo stat.
Yeah. All right, Brennan, let's do you now.
Okay.
All right, brawling.
Am I a brawler?
I mean,
This is the thing that my first thought with both of you is am I ranking MXM or am I ranking just you overall throughout the course of your career?
uh,
It's a
Because
career
okay.
thing,
that's
Well,
right?
kind of
what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Oh, like as the gimmick. Oh, I see.
like
Um,
Mace in Retribution was a hell of a brawler, but
That's my range.
yeah,
Mason D. Madden
I would say just like
was going
whatever,
"Ah," in the crowd.
whatever is needed of you to be the best at the time. So
All right.
It's in your
yeah,
bag of
Sure.
tricks.
in your bag of tricks,
What was that? What was it? Brawler?
brawling.
Put him in the high 70s.
High 70s?
Wow.
Yeah, it's like
My feelings aren't hurt at all.
I was gonna say I guess it's tough because like you said,
go watch uh segment where me and Brennan are pinning in the Hurt Business and Ali shimmies to the outside and then turns around and says get him, and we just beat the dog shit out of them on the outside. Brennan's fucking shit up in that.
Yeah.
It's good. It's convincing.
yeah.
He's beating the bag at everyone. I'm beating up Bobby Lashley. It was by far the coolest we ever looked.
Like like I don't know what none of these really describe. Like my style is like I go like I'm not a powerhouse, and I go fast and I'm explosive,
Yeah,
I guess.
you're explosive.
And
Yeah,
that's not
Mo,
reflected there
please give us the stats in the mod right now
right now.
as we go along, please, because they just confirmed my fundamentals are in the 70s and my sex appeal is 77.
That's pretty good.
I think that's pretty accurate. Yeah, for wrestling standards, I would say that's pretty accurate. If like 2006 Johnny Nitro is like 100, you know. Who's the sexiest man in the history of wrestling? Brennan, I'll ask you.
And what?
Great question.
Yeah, I guess it's hard to say.
In the way that would attract women, like the
Women?
plurality of women. Yeah.
Of
Ziggler,
all
maybe?
time?
Like who was your top 5?
Johnny and
Orton,
like ECW Johnny's got to be up there. Orton's up there.
Orton's up there for sure. Yeah.
Oh, Orton's a really good call.
Oh wait, Orton. Yeah. Curtis Defender says Dijak. Of course you do.
Of course you do.
No.
Rick Rude, I think that was just the gimmick. Like, I don't think he was meant to be. I think he was supposed to be like a sleazy.
He was hot at the time, right? Like a guy with a mustache who's shredded.
I don't know.
I guess like young Sean.
Young Sean.
Jeff Hardy?
Young Sean when he
had all there's a picture. There's a picture of Sean where he looks like he's got like a beard and he's got his hair kind of like curly and he's chewing gum and he's looking at the camera and I was like, oh, I see it.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yep, I see it. Edge 05. Really?
Edge?
He gives like a sleazy.
I mean, I guess, no offense to our close personal friend Cope.
Not that I'm saying he's ugly by any means. Like, he's a striking man. But like, I always got more of like a kind of similar to Rude, where you look at him and you go, "Oh, I don't want him to date my daughter." You know, but I guess that's not what. I guess in a way that could be
that is kind
sexy.
of sexy to women.
Yeah, that's true.
Any women?
Billy Gunn. Somebody says Mr. Ass. Alexander from NXT. Yeah, he never got on TV, but he had a great look. That's true. I would say
do
Punk
think
is
Kevin
one of
Nash
them.
is very handsome.
Oh yeah, I can see that. All right.
Yeah,
so
I guess Punk is in a way, isn't he?
Punk has to be. Oh, did Dijak leave? Oh, Dijak's back. Oh yeah, dude.
What about Jeff or Balor?
Diego, yeah, Balor, Devitt in New Japan. Yeah, that was one of them for sure. Okay. So brawling for Brennan. The thing is, Brennan, like, it's hard with you because you just haven't been in matches where you can show the extent to which, like a 20-minute fucking match where you would show. God, Dingo, please.
Nor will I ever.
Dingo, please stop. Please.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I'd put you at like high 60s.
Well, I'd take Dijak's rating.
Yeah,
because I don't know that anything's gonna be much better. So,
have you ever done a hardcore match, Brennan?
No.
Have you ever hit someone with a chair?
Me and Dijak had that sweet spot where we threw Kofi into the stairs, and I was holding the stairs like a boombox. It was awesome.
Okay, so you've had someone thrown into stairs as you held them, but you've never used a weapon on
with a chair.
God, that's so interesting.
It's weird.
I only do softcore.
You're like a decade in now, aren't you?
Yeah.
That is pretty crazy. And I've never hit anybody with a chair in WWE. It was just in the Indies.
You did one in AEW. You threw the chair at.
I did. I threw a
bastard.
chair. I threw a chair, but that's kind of easy. Like, if you just get the flat part and you just extend your arms and guide it.
I killed someone throwing a chair once doing this.
Did you throw it or did you just push it? Because I just push it.
I pushed it, but I pushed it with a lot of velocity, and he blocked it like this, and it came in and ricocheted off his arm and slapped him in the head with the edge. So it was his fault, but he was bleeding everywhere.
CM Origins asked, would Mason blade? No, he wouldn't. No. We already have an agreement that if we needed blood for a match, Mansoor would do it because I kiss the dudes.
That's true. Technical.
It's shockingly easy to cut yourself, by the way. I didn't realize how simple it was. It's really
cut my life into pieces.
It's not what I thought it was. And I don't know why I needed someone to explain this to me after like 12 years. But what you do, you don't just, and this will come as a shock to you, Mansoor, because you guys all do fucking this as a taunt. It's not cutting and like doing that. You don't have to do that.
You just right?
You just poke a little bit.
Yeah,
it doesn't hurt at all.
Yeah. I wouldn't. It's not because I
did it one time. I did it one time just because I don't
fear. I don't fear sharp things. I just wouldn't because my mom wouldn't like it. I wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't know if you did it properly.
if my mom
Well,
would
I
know
mean-
if I was bleeding on TV.
Yeah, I've bled 1,000 times. I've only cut myself once.
Brennan, how
have
much of
you never bled before, Brennan?
Not on TV.
he bled in a practice match with Omos?
I did. No, that wasn't even a match. That was a drill.
That's fucking incredible.
Japanese
I bleed
champion.
all the time.
Because you're white.
I don't
You got
I've
paper
bled
thin
3
skin.
times since I left WWE.
I've never bled.
I bled against Kona once.
Really?
Did I ever
Insane.
bleed? I bled from my mouth. That's it.
I've lost count of how many times I've bled.
You've been cut open quite a bit.
Easily 30 times throughout my career. Easily.
Because you tan.
I think it's because
You're
I just
white.
like
It's because he tans? What do you
No,
mean?
yeah.
It's 'cause I like-
his skin is getting weaker. He's old.
Oh, is that what that does? I didn't know that.
The tanning.
I think it's because I like feed my face like aggressively towards things. and
Yeah,
people
my
just
face
end up-
isn't really in danger at any point.
I thought you were, when you said I feed my face, I thought you were implying you just stuff your mouth with food.
Oh.
That's what I feed.
I'm just so fat and disgusted. I bleed.
I was like,
everywhere.
oh, Dijak, don't say that about yourself. Okay, Brennan, how much of Norman Smiley's lessons have you learned? What's your technical score?
If I ever want to do a trick, I do tricks. I bounce.
I don't
on that
think you've chained in
I'd
years.
give you like a 50.
Yeah, average, solid average. Yeah.
What about my leg over an arm break?
Yeah, you have one wrist lock
So give
reverse.
me 52.
Okay, 52.
Thank you.
52. Aerial and flashiness. Definitely, I think aerial's pretty low because like you did a crossbody off the top once, and you were like, "That was the scariest I've ever been
I did
felt in
not
my
say
whole
that.
life."
I did not say that.
You were like, "Oh my god, I did a top rope crossbody.
I
Holy
could do
shit!"
it again. I've offered to do it again.
That's fine. You don't need to have good aerial.
What is
You're
so?
fucking 6'8".
Hold on, my superpower is that I can get my leg up really high. Is that flashy?
I would say you have a much higher flashiness than you have
This is my
aerial. Like
flashiness.
your moves are pretty cool. Like I don't
I do
think
cool
you have an
things.
issue with. Yeah,
For-
you're
for
not
a
just
big
like
guy, for a big guy, you're definitely more flashy than me. I would say.
Okay, let's think about it. Let's think about it.
Anoint me flashy, and I don't.
Okay,
I don't feel-
Dijak, you have inverted go to sleep.
Discus.
You have
It's not
choke bomb.
flashy.
Hold
What's
on.
flashy about
You have choke bomb. You have discus boot. You have 3 knees to the rib and then a sack of shit
theatrics.
toss.
one?
You
one
have what else do you have? Shitty Taz mission.
Never do it.
Oh yeah. He
What
told
other
me to
moves do you
stop.
have? Yeah, what are the moves? What's your falsies, Dijak?
You named a lot of them, and then I go to moonsault if I need it. I go to Death Valley Driver, spinning Death Valley Driver if I need
You
it.
guys love
Springboard
Death Valley
elbow if I
Drivers.
need it. I can do some other stuff if I need a big false finish or whatever. But
Time to fly.
I've used the suplex toss before as a false finish. I've used. You said a lot of them. Choke bomb. I can change up the choke bomb, do a variety. I can do all this stuff like off the second if I need like a bigger thing.
Okay, Mo, thank you so much for checking us out. Yeah, Mo sent me a DM of the mod so we can check out our stats later. All right, fine. I would say Brennan's like high 60s for flashiness, and Dijak might be like low 60s.
I'll take it.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Psychology, Brennan. What do we think?
Are you in the match? To
Fair
be fair,
answer.
it's probably fine. I just don't use my brain. If you guys have very high psychology, and I'm usually in the match with one of you my entire career, so why bother?
When was the last time you had a singles match not involving any of us?
That triple
it
threat
Roe?
where I did a crossbody. It wasn't a singles. but
Oh, At Deadlock. What about at Row? Like, do you call the match at Row?
Yeah. I mean, I can do it. I just don't.
Okay. So like 60s.
Yeah, it's probably fine. It's acceptable.
Serviceable.
I mean, and plus, if I were to do it, I would just do what you guys would do because I've heard you guys call a million matches. So
you think about, what would Manny and Dijak call in this scenario?
I mean, I've literally texted you and been like, what should I do?
Yeah. Okay,
Right.
charisma.
I got charisma. I got Riz.
You got Riz for sure. And every time like I think about your charisma, I think about how you did that really mean rib on me. Do you remember
Was
that?
that acting? When I told you I got fired?
Yeah, you told me you got
fired
fired.
eventually.
And I sent this. Yeah, it's actually not that funny anymore. But before we got called up during a round of NXT cuts, you texted me that you got fired. And I sent you this big, long message about how talented you are and how fine you're going to be. And how I said you're like the most charismatic person I know. And now that line really sticks out to me now because I said that to you and I meant it. You're just a very likable guy. You just have such a
I did get sitting over. That's Riz.
you just have an energy about you that I think is kind of you can feel from the screen. Like
I
it's
think
weird
charisma
because,
is
like,
probably my best stat, right?
I would say it probably is because like I think that I'm a very good promo. And I think I do have charisma, but I don't think I have the physical charisma that you have. Does that make sense?
I have that Jeff Hardy charisma.
I wouldn't go that far.
Not
I wouldn't go
there.
that far.
No, I'm saying in that like in that direction. Not
Yeah,
that. It's that people are drawn to me, and they'll be like, "Wow, I like your vibe. I've got aura."
It's like beyond the fact that you're so big, it's just like people go to you and want to talk to you, and
I don't want to talk to them.
Yeah, like we're at the merch table and people go to you and just look at you. I see people and like especially non-wrestling fans who just go to you and look at you like, "Wow, look at this." You know what I mean?
Oh,
and
especially in Japan. Can you up my charisma in Japan? I was never at higher charisma. I was 95 in Japan.
In Japan, I don't feel it was because of your charisma. I think that was because of the fact that you were like a circus freak. I don't think it was because of your charisma. I think it's because it was the first time anyone has ever seen a person like you in their lives.
In Nagoya.
Yeah, until they saw Mas, and then they went, "Oh, that guy was nothing."
Yeah, it's over for me.
Very sad. Yeah, okay. I'd put your charisma at like, say 80s.
Wow.
It's like 85.
I'll take it.
Yeah. I'd say like 85. Yeah. Mike. Microphone skills. What do you think, Brennan?
That's fine.
Yeah, I'd probably put it in like the 70s.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I don't
like I've never seen you have a live microphone before.
We did.
All I ever see is like vignettes, like backstage vignettes. Whenever you guys are in the ring, Manny's just screaming like a lunatic.
That's very true. I think we've kind of defaulted to that, actually.
It's easier.
Like I remember we did a promo on Rampage on Acclaimed where we jumped them for the go home to the pay-per-view pre-show match. And
Yeah.
I was like, I went through the whole promo over in my head and I cut it on Brennan and I was like, okay, where do I get you involved? Like, how do you chime in? He was like,
just you do it.
he was like, I kind of don't want to.
There's not really any reason. It's like what you said is like if you're not going to be the best at it in any given segment, like why I'm not going to be better than Manny at talking. So like just let him talk.
It's not
if
so
there's
much
something
talking.
that I could add, but
Well, it's not talking because the backstage vignettes are fucking like
Yeah.
You guys have done I don't know what like 20 of them or maybe more.
I mean I guess is that acting? So
They're the funniest. It's probably acting. Well, it's not acting though.
No, I would say so. With Brennan, it's like all those backstage promos. He's just as good as me. But
easily.
we haven't.
I honestly, and I don't mean this as like I don't mean to be offensive, but he's the highlight of them. because it's just so like you obviously set the table,
Well,
but then he
I
knocks
pick my
out the park.
spots. Yeah, I pick
He
my
just has
spots.
these little one-liners.
for
The
the
little
same
one-liners. I'll be like sitting on the plane. I'll just be like every time.
for the same reason. Well, first of all, a lot of those are written by me. Thank you very much. Second of all,
It's timing though.
it is timing, and I think that
timing
I feel that his higher charisma adds to that, and in the sense that when he delivers a funny line, it'll mean more because it comes out of it comes from his aura.
Yes.
But I think what limits Brennan is that even in like real life, I feel like it's harder for Brennan on a verbal level to tap into rage.
I'm just a chill guy.
He's just a chill guy.
Just a chill guy.
In the sense that, like, you know
I'm
what
the
I mean?
exact opposite. That's my fucking wheelhouse.
Well, because you're full of rage.
Because you're always full of rage.
When I gotta get angry with someone in a promo or something, it's like just fucking. I got an encyclopedia of knowledge to go off of. I can find any fucking reason to get super upset at someone.
I'd probably say that like our charisma and microphone are inverted of each other, Brennan.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. And then star quality, you're like 90, I would say. You're kind of an all-timer in terms of looks.
It's a good look. This is a pretty good look.
I like you more when you have a little meat on your bones, though.
Like star quality has like booking involved in it too, though.
I agree with you, but I think like if you think about,
I never be like, oh, that guy's a star when he loses every match.
It's not that. It's like it's the
like
airport
when you're
test.
it's the airport.
I think
test.
it's the airport test. Yeah.
Guess.
It's in a vacuum. Who looks like a star?
Right. If that's what it is, we're on a wrestling simulator, so I thought it was wrestling stuff. But...
Whereas, like Brennan, your Menace, I feel has gone down considerably ever since
My
you
Menace
decided
is
to become a skinny vegan bitch.
Yeah.
Your Menace is like 70. Like your Menace is so bad now that even Max Caster refused to struggle to body slam you. Like,
Menace isn't size. That's not what it is.
For the most part, it is about how imposing you are. Like it can have something to do with personality and like intimidation, but for the most part, it's like how menacing are you physically imposing? And you've become such a skinny little bitch that we were like, all right, Max, when you slam Mace, can we build to it? And he was like, no, I don't think so, dude. Like you're like 250 pounds. Like I can easily
much bigger people. Yeah.
He was like, I slammed this 350 pound guy the other day. Like, why am I struggling to pick you up? We were like, okay. Fair enough. Okay, now finally we're gonna go with me, guys. Let's hear it. How's my brawling?
You're not a brawler.
No, I'm really not.
I can't even picture it. I don't know what that looks like.
That's not you, champ.
Okay, but my strikes don't look like shit, right? I'm not bad at it.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't even know what
do you punch?
Like outside.
I occasionally, yeah.
I've never seen you punch.
Mid-30s, Sophia, mid-30s. That's insane.
I'll give you a 62.
That's pretty generous. I was gonna put myself like 50 something. I was gonna put myself in the 50s.
He's serviceable.
Well, you got to understand that this is pro wrestling, so like the range is fucking. If I'm saying 50 or 40, now it's like, oh, you're. Like I've seen some 40s and I've seen some. I know what a 10 looks like and I know what a 20 looks like because like if you're on the indies long enough, you see this shit. You're much better than that, even though I don't know what it really looks like. I just know that if it happened, it would be completely passable.
I'll say high 50s, maybe 60. Sure. Okay, how's my puro resuru? How's my hardcore?
Wouldn't be bad.
No, it'd be
Everything
fine.
you do is good and convincing.
Everything I do is fine.
You just don't do it a lot.
I don't think I'm kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. Like I look at technical, I'm like maybe high 50s, 60, aerial like 60, flashiness maybe like mid 60s. Like I don't do anything particularly great. I just think that I'm like a decent technical wrestler. I'm nothing to like really. I don't know if I'd put anything in the 7.
You're not British.
No, I'm
but
not.
You're
I'm
good
not
at
British.
I mean, you're probably your best wrestling thing is probably technical.
You think so?
Out of all that, yeah.
I could be pretty flashy, like in a canyon way where it's creative, not impressive. If that makes sense. Like I'm not such a great athlete that I can do crazy shit, but I've come up with moves.
Manny, is the best singles match you ever had that match you had with me at fucking wherever we were, Fort Myers or
Where
Fort
was
whatever?
that? Oh, the
Surely it
one
was
where you
Claudio, right?
did
It was
the
your last.
Hajigati man.
It was your last loss before you
Where
went
you
on your streak.
where you choked me out. That was a good one, and we had time cut, didn't
Did
we?
I choke you out? Oh, we had time cut. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah, as like a rib or something.
Yeah. We had this
um,
great match, and Bloom was like, "I need you guys to drop like 6 minutes of it." I was like, "What?"
so it's like the match with Claudio was my most. It was my best match from the perspective of a fan, probably. In
Yeah.
that it had the highest stakes. Not that it really had stakes, but it was the first time most people have seen me. So it felt like it did have stakes because it's like,
Big
oh, is this
singles
guy
match
any
on a
good?
big platform.
It had the most false finishes. It had the most
Sure.
time. But in terms of like, just like, was everything technically sound? Was it psychologically sound? As like far as singles matches go, it might be me and Ali in Saudi.
Oh,
Um,
I love
because
that
that
one.
actually had a story that we built on. And then the karate guy came out and kicked him in the head. So that was
Yeah,
something.
let's go, black guy.
But me and Brennan have had some really good tag matches, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm sixes or sevens. I think I'm sixes in most places and sevens in one or two thing, or maybe one thing. Yeah. Psychology, I don't know. Psychology is a
Your
tough one because
psychology's
I'm like
probably higher.
I'm very hard on myself psychologically. Because like I know I can put together a good match, but like after the match, I'll always think something could have been better
Well,
in
yeah,
a way
that's
that is.
anybody.
I know, but like in a way that's kind
I
of
mean, you
makes me that keeps
overthink it, but that doesn't have to do with your
yes,
psychology.
in a way that keeps me up at night. So
Yeah, it just means you've got good psychology, but you're also like got a little tism.
so maybe like high 70s or low 80s, probably high 70s. Charisma, eh, probably high 70s. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair. You got great facials.
Microphone, I'd probably put 80s.
I agree with our inversion of those stats.
Our inversion of the stats, and then acting is 100 because, as you know, I went to NYU.
Yeah.
Meryl Streep, and
Shout out to Meryl
Alec
Streep.
Baldwin. So
Not shout out.
here's
to
the real question, guys.
Can we get
Star
him for
quality.
Big Bang?
Who? Meryl Streep?
No.
Alec Baldwin?
Yeah.
What's my star quality?
The airport?
I get stopped at the airport, but they ask me if I'm an actor or a model,
Yeah, you are handsome.
but not a wrestler. Nobody says wrestler.
You're handsome in a Greek sense.
Yeah.
Not just because you're Greek.
I would say 70 something.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right.
We're performance
All right.
wrestlers.
Yeah. All right, let's book the show, huh? It's been 2
Yeah.
hours. We haven't booked a single fucking thing. Dark778 says star quality is 65, but high growth rate. What do you mean by this? You think I'm on growth?
You're on growth. Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, we're going to say that it was a screwy referee finish.
Can you tell Layla to stop coughing?
Can you hear that? That's
Yeah.
awful. Poor thing's got an ear infection. Hey,
My
should we
son's
put the WCW United States title on?
Yeah,
on the
let's
line
give
as
them
well?
both to Shane.
We give Shane both belts.
Yeah.
All right.
What would
We need to.
do?
And then what if can we have RVD beat Shane in like a surprise roll up
I
for
think
the
that's
US
great.
belt? Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah.
He can
The
have a
referee can-
celebratory U.S. title defense in the next Nitro.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do, because it says the referee cannot also be the competitor. Let's have this match be Booker and Shane for no belt, and then we're gonna do an angle afterwards where Shane.
Wouldn't the belt change make the match better? Just make it a triple threat, and then we'll pretend.
That kind of triggers me, but okay, let's do it. Okay, United States title, World Heavyweight Championship. We'll have Charles Robinson be the ref, but we will have replacement referee.
Yes.
will be Diamond Dallas Page. Let's see if this works. No. Okay, we'll just have to pretend.
Pretend. I was only acting.
How long should this match be? Shouldn't be too long because Shane, I'd say like 14 minutes.
15, yeah.
And then Dijak, what's the post-match angle?
Who is this?
Okay, so Shane McMahon versus Booker T, gun on a pole. DDP's the ref. Shane gets the gun. DDP covers him. Replacement referee runs in, counts 3. Shane wins the US and World Heavyweight Championship.
He shot him, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
he shot DDP.
I think this is a pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's the main
It's
event.
the biggest. We spent $2 million on the set.
We spent $3 million, $2 million on the set, $1 million on Puff Daddy and Aerosmith.
I think it just goes out on the celebrating heel and the murdered corpse of the babyface. I don't think you're gonna get much higher than that.
All right. Okay, let me tell you about the set because it might inspire you. So it's called Big Bang, but the concept is not that it's space. The concept is that the set is a giant gun, and the wrestlers come out of the barrel of the gun. And there's a revolving chamber at the bottom where wrestlers like walk into, and then it spins, and then they get shot out of the gun.
Wow,
for their entrance.
Very on the nose.
So is there something
tell them what song we got for the promo.
Oh, Shane has got a gun. Shane has got a gun.
So the promo or the the execution happens and the pinfall happens and the celebration and all the. Do we still have the corporation? Is that still a thing or whatever?
Yeah, it's Shane, DDP, Vader, Secretariat, Slable, and I'm sorry, the cooperation
is all in the ring. They're all celebrating. They hoist Shane, the new champion, up on their shoulders. He holds up the belt, and as he puts the belt above his head, the revolver entrance thing, it points up to the sky, and it does the WrestleMania Saudi pyro, where it's like pyro out of the fucking gun into the air. It's like.
Actually, can we give Shane like a big mounted machine gun in the ring, and he just starts shooting fireworks into the sky?
No, he should start shooting pyro into the crowd.
Shane
crowd is running,
pyro.
screaming.
Help!
That's heat, brother.
That's heat, brother.
It's literal heat.
Like the movie Heat.
Oh god.
With Val Kilmer. Just blasting.
Shane is just shooting into the crowd going, "Get some! Get some!"
Okay. Oh, all right. So it's gonna be 6 minutes. Shane celebration. Fires works into the crowd. Okay. Shane is in there. God, what even is what do I even call him? Is this character development for Shane? What is this?
This was domination.
I guess working the crowd is what it is. Technically, he's working the crowd. He's working. This is based on charisma and microphone and popularity. Yep. Okay, that works for me. Working the crowd, and then we'll have Secretariat there. She's a background player, and Slable, and Ted DiBiase, and Booker T is there, and Diamond Dallas Page is there.
Shane
Being
MCMG McMahon.
And what also happens is as Shane is shooting fireworks into the crowd. No, first he's shooting it up in the sky, right? And it's a big, spectacular fireworks demonstration. And then the medics come in and put DDP on the stretcher. And then Shane notices it and shoots fireworks at the medics and Shane on the stretcher, or on DDP on the stretcher. And then he starts firing her into the crowd. Yeah. So there's escalation.
Perfect.
All right, good.
Storytelling.
Psychology.
Okay. Before the gun on a pole match. Dijak, we need an in kayfabe explanation for how Shane came back to life from getting his face melted off by the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah, you did kill off Shane at the end of the last episode, right before the.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the Ark of the Covenant.
Did DiBiase die? Because he's a priest, right?
They all died, yeah.
Oh. Do we have access to Papa Shango?
Oh.
Perhaps a voodoo ritual?
I mean, on the same day, that's pretty tough. But, I mean, theoretically, we could just use somebody on the roster.
Tell them.
Use Kamala Harris.
What does that have to do with anything? What would Kamala Harris? Why? Because he's Ugandan?
African.
That's so racist.
That's where voodoo came from.
From Uganda?
From Africa.
You don't know that. Yeah, exactly.
I do know that. Voodoo came from Africa and then made its way to the Caribbean. I do know that. That's true.
Okay, but Africa... Okay, whatever. All right, fine.
Don't white-splain me.
We're not allowed to call him on it. How the fuck would I know? I don't know. Sure, you're right, Brennan. Sounds good.
All right. So then, here we go. Sturker ideas. Creative finish. We're going to use that. We're going to use that creative finish on this match.
Nice.
So that it gets a bonus.
Oh, it's going to be huge.
Bonus. Huge bonus.
Is there a way for me to do that here?
Do we have... That's creative a good point. This is... I know it's the Big Bang isn't a gun, but we could work a science angle.
Oh, ooh!
Have them have the matter of their brains that exploded in the last episode collected, and then I don't know. Is it the Revenge of the Nerds? Are they all in a laboratory and they bring them all back to life?
Cook, let him cook.
Is there
over the course of the night we go to the tubes and we see them grow.
They're being regrown like Mewtwo.
Like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Is it like kind of wrong? Like, does Shane now like have Sable's tits or like what? Like,
no, he's better. He's better.
Oh, he's the perfect life form now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay. This is huge. All right, and then because they do that for him, he awards them a tag team title shot.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Oh, perfect.
Brilliant.
Okay, now we're cooking. So then in this scenario, the Revenge of the Nerds are kind of heels, aren't they?
They were always heels, right?
Well, they are now. Okay, Kiwi. Cancel turn.
Look at this picture.
Sanjay is gonna turn. Okay, perfect. Now they're all heels. All right, awesome. So maybe it's a cold open in the laboratory of the nerds.
And it starts with young Sheldon Benjamin, who says, "I have a theory."
Okay.
And then it's a montage. It's like what was that movie?
The Big Bang Theory opening.
Where they built the hot chick.
Oh, what is that movie called? Weird Science?
Weird Science? Yeah.
Yes.
We can get Weird Science for Weird Science.
Oh, that's part
Weird
of the
Science.
$1 million we spent. Okay.
You cut to Kwee Herman on the computer, and he's giving Shane huge boobs, and then Sanjay's like, "No, stop."
Weird Science.
Weird Science.
Okay, perfect.
Oingo Boingo. Shout out to Oingo Boingo. I like little girls.
Stop. Please.
What did they mean by that?
I don't know.
He seems like such a cool guy.
Okay.
Chat,
All right, we'll
can
have
somebody
Stacey
explain to
Keebler.
me why Danny Elfman was allowed to get away with that? Was it because he just produced banger after banger? Because it was ironic? It was a critique? Really? You can't just say things and then afterwards be like, it was commentary. All right, I believe it. Read the lyrics.
All right.
Okay.
The nerds start growing Shane in their lab. Okay.
It's excellent.
Da-na-na-na. They make me feel so bad. All right. Well, that'll be earlier in the night. What's semi-main? Probably the RVD match, right? We want to get the crowd hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
So that is probably RVD. God, RVD versus Jimmy Gargano got a 75. That's crazy. This guy
he's our goat. We need to
This guy, we need to push him to the fucking moon. Okay, so we're gonna do RVD versus Chris Moltisanti. That's gonna be a banger because that's
Banger
canon.
alert.
Tell him to steal the show.
Let's tell him to steal the goddamn show.
Steal the GD show.
Winner is RVD.
Once they go out to when they're in Gorilla, give them the old Dijak. I need you to save the show.
Yeah, we're gonna go to RVD and Canyon and say, my roster fucking sucks. The show stinks. Please save the show.
You're our only hope.
Let me
All
Obi-Wan
right.
Kenobi.
Okay, I think right before the gun on a pole match is when Shane should be complete.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's a
Yes,
computer.
yes.
There's a computer, and it's like, okay.
He's complete, and then like it zooms in, the camera zooms in on Shane McMahon's eyes, and he opens it, and he realizes where he is, and he just goes. he
He goes, what?
He goes, ah! The glass shatters, and he makes his way out to the ring.
That's part of his entrance. He's butt naked like the Terminator after teleporting. His cock is out. We're on pay-per-view. So he walks to the ring butt naked.
But it took you guys a while, but you're finally getting this thing. You're finally getting it.
He shatters through. Oh, and he's like gassed up. Like he was pumped with steroids while he was in the tube.
Young Sheldon says, "I will call you Shane 2."
Should we rename him to Shane 2.0?
Shane 2 Mac.
Is there a pun we can do? Shane. Chat, help us out. Wasn't this a Kenny Omega entrance for Wrestle Kingdom? Shane-O-Matic?
Shane
2.0 Mac. The Shaneinator. We already have Cena as the Terminator. Shane 2.0
Shane
Mac. Might have to be
McMahon.
2.0 Mac. Shane McWhat?
McMahon.
Shane McMahon, plural.
It's like aliens. It's like aliens.
Shane McMahon. Okay, fuck it.
Mr. McMahon.
Shane McMahon. All right, looks good to me. Cool. And then the angle is Shane is complete. Makes his entrance. Butt naked. And covered in aloe.
Nice.
Cool. That's a big 6-minute entrance.
We get like an orchestral version of Here Comes the Money.
Here comes the money. All the violins and the orchestra and the brass and a grand piano. And Shane walks out. His cock is out. And he just emanates like he says, I am the perfect life form. And then he starts doing his little dance. His balls are swinging. Okay, perfect. I am complete. All right. This is gonna put us over the edge with WWF, I feel. All right. We also have this is our WrestleMania. Yeah, see, he's kind of Shadow the Hedgehog.
Maria. We need to give him a Maria. Can we kill off Slable?
We can do that in the future.
In the match?
Let's go somewhere.
I don't know. We blow it all.
We have another. We've got
the gun in this match.
We have 11 months to go. Oh, and then Dijak, we had an idea for a scramble match. It's the Russian roulette match where 6 random wrestlers are placed in the barrel of the entranceway gun. And at random, it's spun, and they're shot out into the ring. And it's a timed entrance, like elimination chamber.
Okay, love that.
It's so good that we actually kind of want to just pitch it as a real thing.
Okay. Let's do... Should we say that match is like #1 contender for the...
United States, because we'll give...
Yeah, but RVD's wrestling Chris Moltisanti.
Wait, isn't that the match we're talking about?
Oh, you want to turn that into the scramble?
Oh, the scramble should be for something.
Like we can have RVD
make it for $100,000.
No, it's gonna be for a special once in a lifetime meet and greet opportunity with Puff Daddy.
Oh my god!
You get to go to a daddy party. It was a daddy party at the time.
You get to go to a daddy party. You get a special invitation.
God.
All right, so it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-way scramble match. And this, I feel like we just got to have our best wrestlers on this that aren't booked already.
This is crazy because like this is one of the clips that they'll show in 20-something years, and they'll be like, "Remember when you went to the daddy party?"
Wait, is it like is us joking about this like bad?
It's probably not good. We disavow.
Like chat, help us out here because I don't really know anything about this other than that he's like a evil freak.
He is evil.
But is it like should we not even joke about this? I generally don't know.
Everybody's joking about Diddy.
Everyone's joking about it, but like obviously it's one thing if you're a public figure versus just like
Are there
some
are
guy.
there like are there like real like named victims and stuff like that? I have not
That's
heard
what I'm
anything.
saying. Is
They're
it
all
like
anonymous, except for obviously like Cassie,
Ooh.
his ex-girlfriend.
No, whatever. Fuck Diddy. Give him
Yeah.
whatever. Like,
You know
not like
what?
supporting him. Making fun of him.
We think Diddy's bad.
we're
Yeah, it's piece of shit.
straight up.
Bad
Okay,
people. Diddy, Hitler, fucking who else? Who's
That's
bad
it.
people?
That's it. I feel that's the top
That's
two.
the list. That's the list.
That's the list.
Fucking
Epstein.
Mussolini.
Okay, so this match is a 6-way scramble match, but because we spent so much money on Aerosmith and the set, it's just going to be for like $5,000.
Okay.
All right, cool. We'll have Chavo Guerrero.
Yeah.
Let's do.
Get Hugh Morris in there.
We gave him the night off. It's too late. He's
Yeah.
not here.
When he's not there, we'll fire him.
Lance Storm. Yeah, we fire him because we tried to book him for the match on the show. We gave him a night. You didn't even show up to the fucking show, Hugh. What the fuck, dude? We had a
so
pay-per-view.
That's so late stage, Vince.
We were gonna have you win this match. You didn't even show up to the fucking show. You're
late stage Vince.
fucking fired.
Where's Hugh
Perfect.
Morris? Yeah, Vince.
Perfect,
You gave
isn't
him the night off. What? I wouldn't do that. He's fired.
Tajiri, let's get Tajiri in there.
Ty Jury.
He's debuting a porn addict gimmick.
You
Which,
keep
to be fair,
giving
was
Japanese people.
I
the
know.
porn
I
addict
keep
gimmick.
giving Japanese people the porn addict gimmick, and maybe it's projection. I don't know. Monty Brown. I don't feel Monty Brown is good. I want a plan for Monty Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not just debuting him in this scramble match. Kenny is 17 years old. That's crazy. Yeah, fuck it. Let Kenny can debut here, I guess. What's his gimmick? Surfer dude? Surely we have something better than that for Kenny.
High school student.
It's a shoot.
I think he'll be able to do well.
Yeah, he's on the booking committee. Doink, because for some reason Kenny has like a really high booking rating in this game. Yeah, it's a 17-year-old. And then the sixth person to be in this match will be... Who do we want to win?
Just let him call it out there.
Oh, AJ.
Oh, yeah.
We got AJ. Call it out there.
All on the fly, brother.
All right. We'll have a 15-minute scramble match. This is the Russian roulette match for $5,000.
Nice.
Would you play Russian roulette for $5,000?
Oh.
Yeah, why not?
He is a gambling addict.
I'm a gambling addict. It's true. Who do you want up?
Who's the best? Who has the best chance of getting over immediately?
Boy,
Mr. Perfect? Is it Mr. Not So Perfect?
No, because that kind of kills his gimmick, don't you think?
Yeah, it's a little soon.
Well, let's see, because usually the game will determine based on who's the most over. But I feel like we can do something with Lance. He had a really good match with RVD.
Whoever wins, can we have them put his $5,000 on the line in every match?
Like it's a TV. They're not allowed to spend it. They have to hold it in a briefcase and defend it for the entire year.
$5,000 wouldn't even fill up a briefcase. It's just
no, because it's in ones. It's in ones.
It still wouldn't fill up a briefcase.
And quarters. It's in quarters. So it's the rule of the $5,000 briefcase title is I'm gonna make this a title.
Is it funnier if it's not a briefcase, if it's just a wad of money? You come out to every match and you're just like,
So the gimmick of the $5,000 is that whoever has it at the end of the year by January 1st of
it's a
2002
Christmas bonus.
gets to actually spend it. But otherwise, you just have to hold it the entire year. And if you lose any match at all, you lose it to the person who pinned you. That's perfect. Okay.
Nice.
$5,000.
It's the money in your hand.
It's just a wad of cash. Level, I would say this is like a tertiary title, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, we're putting the $5,000 on the line.
Nice.
Okay. All right. And then let's make it for the $5,000. Perfect. And let's have Tajiri win.
I kind of like it because he wants to get to the end of the year so he can spend it on porn.
Exactly.
And every week we'll give him a segment where he's just like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna spend this on porn."
He's like,
And then
he's
somebody's
standing
like,
outside.
I want a shot at your $5,000.
He's like, oh fuck! He's standing right outside a nudie shop. He's like, ah, come on, come on. All right, cool. He can pin Kenny. Kenny's new. No, actually, that's our close personal like kind of boss. Let's make it Chavo.
Yeah.
Lance Storm is extremely unhappy at the booking. Lance. Okay, Lance.
I'll talk to him about it this week.
Tell you what, Lance. I'll keep you strong. How about that? Let's keep Lance Storm strong. Are you happy now? Yeah, he actually is happy.
Yeah,
Holy
that's all
shit.
I wanted.
Okay, cool. That's all he wanted was to be kept strong.
That was reasonable.
Yeah. Instead of Surfer Dude gimmick, Kenny is 17 years old.
He's only 17.
He is only 17. He'll have my old indie gimmick. Only 17 by Winger.
Oh.
And can you change Tajiri's name to Hentai Jiri, please?
That's okay. You mean Yoshi Hentai?
No, who was it? Jushin.
Jushin. It was Dojin Thunder Liger.
Dojin Thunder Liger.
All right, cool. What's the basis of this gimmick? Realistic. That's funny. Okay, sure. Okay, that's booked. We also have Hole versus Mysterio. The Nerds versus the Bloodlines. Bam Bam versus Shark.
So I wanted to make the tag match a
four corners
so that we can get the Bloodlines in there.
Well, they're the champions, so of course they'd be in there.
The Bloodlines? I thought 3 count was
the
champion.
No, the champions are. Yep, Malkavian and Bruja.
Oh, okay. We'll get all the other tag teams in there.
Okay. Yeah, some of these it's like, who the fuck is this? Perfect event. Oh, I see, because I have active only. There we go. Yeah, we have the DNC do not come, the Bloodlines, Big Adventure Theory, Team Canada, Romeo and Skipper, and then 3 count. Okay. Oh, Lance is in a team with Mike Awesome? In that case, let's take him out of the 6-way. That way he won't get fucking pissed off about losing. and we'll replace him with Sabu. Sabu is extremely unhappy.
Ask him to take a crazy bump. He'll like that.
You think he'll be okay
He'll be like,
with doing it if he takes a crazy bump? Okay, Sabu will take a crazy bump. And I'll say keep Sabu strong. All right.
He loves it.
Oh, I forgot. We need to say that it's timed entrances.
Sad boo.
Whatever. I don't care. Okay, so then it's the Four Corners tag team match. Boy, this is a clusterfuck. It's Lance Storm, Mike Awesome versus Sheldon Benjamin. Who's better, Kiwi or Sanjay? Kiwi's pretty mediocre, but he's got
Sanjay.
Yeah, Sanjay's brand new though. Oh wait, I think it might be Sanjay. All right, let's do Sanjay. Oh, but popularity-wise, Sanjay's at 0. And Kiwi's at 30, so we'll do Kiwi for now. And then Malkavian and Bruja. And then we'll do 3 count. And 3 count is, I think, Kid Romeo? It's Evan Courageous and Shannon Moore, right? Who's up?
I'd say the Bloodlines and have Punk cut a promo so they can get a promo experience.
Cool. 4-way tag title match. We will have Malkavian up on I guess Kiwi. Yeah, that nerd Kiwi. Titles are on the line. Keep Sabu strong by making the table not break.
That's what we do.
I'm not jobbing to that table. Okay. And then there is the BM Punk promo.
Get Daffers out there.
Yep, we'll get Daffers. And Bruja. And Malkavian. And Thin Blood.
Thin Blood. He looks like Thin Blood.
Oh, we also have DDP versus Dusty for the belt as the opener.
Fun opener. DDP
Might as well make it a cow.
Right?
Should be a cowbell match, right?
Yeah.
Is there cowbell? Let's see. Let's say a coal miner's glove.
Ooh.
That's an old classic. What the hell's Gumshoe Noir? A pre-recorded cinematic style match filmed in black and white. Oh, it's like they're doing cinematic matches. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, bull rope match. Thank you. What did I say? Cowbell? Do we need more cowbell? Usually they have a cowbell on the bull rope, right? One-on-one mud wrestling. One versus one bull rope match. Oops. Bull rope. Weapon strap. We can do a knockout finish too. A stoppage. Knockout, yeah.
It's Dusty's last ride anyway.
Last ride.
Last ride. Didn't we have to ask him to do this match?
I think we did. Dusty Road and DDP. This is for the World Heavyweight Championship, and it's also for the special referee of the main event. We have DDP up clean.
Before shot dead at the end of the night.
Before he shot. Yeah, we got to keep him strong. Oh, Fitz saying he doesn't have the stamina for this kind of match. That's fine. We'll do.
Oh, come on.
We'll do.
Yes,
8
you.
minutes. Oh, he's
Yes.
saying Dusty does not have the stamina for an 8-minute match. All right, 7. Nope, doesn't have the stamina for 7. All right, 6. All right, 6-minute match
6 minutes.
there.
We'll make it longer with the entrances.
All right, they're saying the Russian roulette match is too long. How's this? Still? Jesus. Okay, fine. 10. Okay, cool. Da 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 da. They make me feel so. When I'm around. Shannon Moore is being slightly overused on the show?
He's used once.
How? They just hate Shannon Moore.
Get him off.
So much. They despise him. Why do they hate Shannon so much? They're also saying the nerds are being used too much.
Because they're in the segment.
I'm confused though. Why does it say in the 4-way tag match I'm not allowed to have it be... Oh, it's an elimination bout. Yeah, I don't want it to be elimination. Fuck you mean?
Mean.
Yeah, there's no minimum. Trust me, I've seen plenty of 4-way tag matches less than 10 minutes. I used to work in WWE. What the fuck?
Our
Yeah.
specialty, actually.
We did quite a few.
All right, there we go. Perfect. Okay. We have Rey Mysterio versus Hole.
Hole?
Should that be like a special match?
What's another hole-based match?
A hole-based match? We already did Buried Alive. Well, we did Grave Robber.
That was Grave
So,
Robber. So we could
we
do
could do
Buried Alive.
We could do Buried Alive.
There you go.
And maybe like a part of it is like Hole keeps on diving in, and then Ray's like, "No, I want to fight."
If he dives in, he loses instant. Should that be the whole gimmick of the match? It starts and he runs over and jumps in the hole, and he's like, "This is my hole. It was made for me."
It was made for me.
I kind of like that. I mean, that really puts his gimmick over, I feel. Reverse Buried Alive match. First one in the hole wins. Oh,
That's
first
good.
one to bury. This is a very Russo match. First one to bury themselves.
That's actually a good point. Zero. Can we get Courtney Love for guest referee?
Why? Oh, Hole. Yeah, okay.
Lead
That's
singer
funny.
of Hole.
Yeah, we spent $1 million, right? We might as well. Yeah. Okay. Reverse Buried Alive match. Okay. Trap with an item. Okay. And it's Ray Ray versus Hole. And who do we want up?
Surely Ray, right?
All right, let's do Ray Ray. And And finally, I think the last thing we were gonna do was Cena match
Yep. Against Kamala.
against Kamala, right?
With Sleepy Joe.
Samoa Joe Biden. Fuck it, let's really put it over. Let's make it handicap.
And then don't forget to have Cena cut a shoot
Scathing
promo.
shoot.
Scathing shoot
Yeah.
promo. About politics.
The suits, McMen's.
McMahon. The chat wants Sharkquake and Bam Bam on this card.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about them too. Yeah, that's for the big boy title. That'll actually be probably a pretty solid match.
A match, yeah. Just
after
Joe, all that, just make that a singles match.
Joe doesn't even start. He starts in 7 days.
Oh,
let's have Joe come in and just like kill Kamala off.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
kind of like in real life.
Kind of like in real life. The Terminator. Oops. This one is gonna be a stinker, but okay, here we go.
Well, it's more the segment after.
Yeah, that's true. And then a 6-minute scathing shoot. Cena shoots hard on Kamala. Okay. Cutting a promo. This is a storyline. Boy tag title match, and this will advance. Okay, our pay-per-view is shaping up. Now we just got to get the 305 Live match in.
And
Shark
it's just
Quake.
a regular match.
No. I think it needs to be Shark Boy in a shark cage above the ring.
Okay.
I don't know how the fuck you put that in the game, but like overhead wires. Is there a way to say like Shark Boy on a pole match?
The winner gets to use Shark Boy as a weapon.
The winner gets to use Shark Boy as a weapon just for the future and like for the rest of the year? Like what does that mean?
Yeah.
I like it.
You like it.
I think we're heads up.
Okay, so it's we have 2 things on a pole match on the show in perfect WCW fashion.
Based.
Shark Boy on a pole.
Shark Boy. Ooh ha ha.
Winner will be Bam Bam. Okay. Oh, yeah. Put that for the championship. Okay. Now the only title not being defended on the show is the Cruiserweight Championship. So we're really thinking like Vince right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully this will help us.
The Cruiserweight champion is in a match.
No, he's not.
He's not?
Actually,
He's
we
not
can
in the
replace. Let's replace Shannon Moore with Shane, so that we don't get that penalty. Great. Sing along with 3 count.
It's a
Put your
penalty.
hands together. It
The
said
game hates
Kiwi is
Shannon Moore.
Shannon Moore was being slightly overused.
Oh.
Because he's in one match.
All right. Extremely hot, very cold. Let's give Cena's match a creative finish so that it's slightly less shit.
Yeah, we need it.
Oh,
yeah,
you know
the
what?
Punk promo. Don't forget the Punk promo.
Yeah, we got the Punk promo.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Gun on the pole. Shane is complete. Rob Van Dam. Russian roulette.
I am complete.
4-way match. Dusty is gonna be in the opener. The Nerds Growing Shane is an angle at the beginning of the show. Reverse buried alignment. Probably should throw in some more interviews in there. Like
Unless
let's
it's with
say,
Shane, why bother?
like for the reverse buried alive match, let's have Jerry Lawler cut a promo because he's good at that.
He's good at that. That's true.
Pole is a bodyguard. What does that mean? Menace. Okay, cool. Perfect. And the subject is Ray Ray. Or is there no subject? What do you mean? Subject of video? Popularity. All right, we'll just say this is advancing their storyline. Backstage promo.
We're building to a big Stevie heel turn.
Stevie Richards?
No, Ray.
Oh yeah, we haven't introduced him at all, have we? Or was he the one that was duct taped? Or no, we were gonna do that later. We had a whole angle about that, didn't we? Right. Let's give Sharkwick and Bam Bam one of our creative finishes.
Nobody wants to see super heavyweights in 2001.
Never drew a dime. What's the creative finish? Bam Bam gets Shark Boy and uses his fin to impale Earthquake,
Just
killing him instantly. I guess that's a crazy bump. Will Sharkquake take it? No. How about a stunt bump? No. Damn. Fine. How about you lose your hair?
That's good.
His fin.
He said he'll do it for $1,000. Yeah, we're shaving his fin. All right, we'll shave his fin. Perfect. Oh, and then in Cena versus Kamala, we'll have Kamala take a crazy bump. Oh, he's gonna do it! Awesome. Okay, cool. So Cena FUs Kamala into the gun, and then it points up and blasts into the stratosphere.
Looks like I'm blasting off again.
All right, sweet.
That was a crazy bump.
Okay. All right. I mean, this is a 2-hour show. Are we? Yeah, I mean, we could probably add more angles if you want. Like, we could probably we can get a Booker T promo in. I mean, we can do whatever you want.
Yeah, maybe a Booker promo.
How about a promo where he's hyping himself up as bulletproof?
Oh yeah, his leg. And that's why Shane shoots DDP.
Because he can't.
Of course.
He tries to shoot Booker, but it doesn't work.
Booker explains that his skin has been reinforced with adamantium. so he cannot be shot. Wow, that's actually going to change the game.
Yeah.
That adds a lot to the psychology of the match, I feel. Don't you think
Yeah.
so? Perfect. And then Shane is the subject of the video. Shane McMahon.
Men. Men and
Oh, off screen. There we go.
well off screen.
Will Ospreay.
Okay, let's put that. Okay, and then I want to put one more angle between the Russian roulette match and the RVD Chris Moltisanti match.
Who can carry a promo?
I mean, we have Buff Bagwell.
He's not doing anything.
No, and technically he's feuding with BM Punk. What if the Bloodlines go backstage to have a celebratory bloodbath, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
And they go under the sprinklers, and
Oh.
it starts sprinkling Sunny D, and they go, ah!
Ooh.
And then it pans to Buff, and he's going, that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Cinema.
What a rib. What a good rib.
Cinema.
Go to celebrate with a bloodbath, but the blood is replaced by Sunny D. This truly is cinema. Buff Bagwell. BM Punk. This character. Okay. And then we'll also have Malkavian. Does background player penalize? Oh, yeah. For a cameo. Ah, okay. That's fine. Background player. Bruja. Background
Bruja.
player. Daffer's background player. And Thinblood.
We don't have Nosferatu yet?
Not yet. We'll get there.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. Haven't seen his movie yet.
It's a good movie. I watched it on Monday. Or Tuesday.
What?
I really like Bill Skarsgård's gimmick of being like a handsome man that only plays hideous freaks in film. It just means that he's a good actor. I am coming to steal your wife.
Hole is being overused on the show. What do you have against Hole?
The Shoal?
What do you have against
Hole.
Hold the shoal?
Okay. Okay. I'm going to give the reverse buried alive match a creative finish.
Okay.
All right. Oh, it's already in use? Fuck. There's one that's a big gamble, but I probably shouldn't use that.
What's that?
A bit of a gamble. If the match is shit, who really cares?
Yeah, it's in the middle
It's
of the
Whole.
show.
It's in the middle of the show. All right, the nerds start growing Shane in their lab. Dusty Rhodes versus DDP. Hole and Lawler promo. Sharkquake versus Bam Bam. Terminator versus Kamala. Cena shoots hard on Kamala. Reverse Buried Alive match. Booker explains that his skin has been reinforced with adamantium, so he cannot be shot. 4-way title match. Bloodlines promo. Russian roulette match. Bloodlines go to celebrate with a bloodbath, but the blood is replaced by Sunny D. RVD versus Chris Moltisanti. Shane is complete, makes his entrance butt naked and covered in aloe. Got on a pole with him a championship match. Shane celebration.
It's a good show.
It's a great show.
A Fed killer.
You think this is a Fed killer? You think this will kill the Fed once and for all?
The Fed killer.
There's no coming back for Vince. It's over. Need an intro for the Shivani's. Oh yeah! Boom, ba-dum, da-dum. I woke up this morning and Shane's gonna get himself a gun. Yeah, I should probably put that Chris Moltisanti is being managed. Let's see. Talk to worker. I want you to consider being a manager. Okay, I can do that. Paste. Managerial clients. Don Schiavone, Jimmy Gargano, Chris Moltisanti. Where's Chris? There we go, Chris. And of course, Johnny the Bull Ravioli. I forgot about Johnny the Bull Ravioli. I forgot about him. Yeah, and we'll have before the RVD Chris match, we'll have the Shivani's opening presented by HBO.
Opening.
I woke up this morning, got yourself a gun. Don Schiavone, of course. We'll have Chris. We'll have Jimmy Gargano. And Johnny the Bull Ravioli.
Johnny the Bull. I'm walking here.
Woke up this morning. Got yourself a gun. All right. I think that's our show. How do we think this will do, chat?
I think it's going to be good.
What rating are we thinking? I think 74? Fuck you.
Don't even joke. You bastard.
Don't even fucking joke about that, bro. 80? I would be very happy with 80. I think
what have the shows been
high 70s to mid 70s. 4 Shanes out of 5. Silver Streak, I really hope it is 90. High 78. What do you mean high 78? 78 is one number. How can you be high 78? 78.9?
What are you, Fantano?
80, but the worst matches are going to get like 40s. Yeah, that's probably that's true. Actually. Yeah, good point. Okay. Do you have Tajiri as a face or a heel? Face? Okay, that's fine.
It's relatable.
Yeah, he is relatable. That's true. We have Roadkill on the roster. I keep finding these random people that we hired, and I forget that we hired them. Okay. Why is Paisley irritated? Irritated at a botched turn. Oh, who cares? Whatever. Don't get hot about it. 66. Marcus, you better not be fucking right. Okay. Dijak Brennan, any objections before we start?
I hold my peace, and Dijak left.
He's gone?
No, it's an empty screen.
Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't really pay attention to the length of the matches, but it should be fine, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
You're the nerd.
Here we go. I'm so nervous because this has to be good.
It has to be good. The company is
fuck.
dependent on it.
We spent $3 million on this.
This is our WrestleMania.
It's not, but yeah. Fuck. Okay. Do we want a dark match?
No.
I'm so nervous, chat. I'm actually so nervous. I'm like looking over all these matches. Oh man. Like these two matches next to each other is pretty shitty. Fuck. Okay, no, I just gotta be confident. I gotta be confident in our roster that they're gonna pull this shit off, right?
You gotta go all in.
We gotta go all in. One problem, I think, is that the Sharkquake and Bam Bam storyline is really cold. Is there an angle we could
make it dark?
Is there an angle we can do where we can put them with someone who's actually over in like a small angle to like get them a little hotter? Like a sit down interview between them and Eric Bischoff or something.
Would it help?
Okay, sit down interview with Bischoff in catering, and it's Bischoff asking Sharkquake and Bam Bam questions, but they can't answer, so they don't have to talk because they're just eating. Okay, perfect. Yeah, this is the way this works. This will heat up the feud. This will heat up the feud for sure.
What are we doing?
Huh?
How are we doing?
One more angle.
Still haven't booked the damn show?
No, just one more angle. I'm scared. Because this needs to be a hit.
It'll be a hit. Don't worry. It'll be a hit.
Okay. All right, chat. Okay. That is funny, Hackman. Eric Bischoff approaches Sharkboy and says, "Hey there, chum." That's good.
That's good.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. I don't know though. I feel like we need more Shane McMahon angles,
just
right?
Do it.
I'm doing one more Shane McMahon angle where he's growing in the thing. Because we've really depended on him.
Yeah, we do.
I'm going to say Shane gestating.
Bears.
Okay. And maybe like does Booker walk up to the tube and he's like, "Hey, I could press this button and kill you right now."
He draws a mustache on it.
Right on the glass. Pretty based, actually. And then when Shane breaks out, the mustache is like the first crack.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of Kino. Okay. All right. Okay. This is it. This is the show. Okay. This is the show.
Girl.
This is the show. Oh my God. I'm so nervous. If this is a disaster, it's like we're going to have such an uphill battle. Okay. All right. We're doing this. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready.
Okay. Here we go. Now, this first angle, the Nerds growing Shane in the lab, I'm a little nervous about because it's got a bunch of people who aren't over.
They aren't over.
But Shane is in it, so hopefully that helps a little bit. Here we go. Okay, starting off with a 58, which is not great, but the Nerd Gimmick of Sheldon Benjamin has gotten an initial rating of great.
That's good.
Good.
And the Sanjay Dutt debuting his Nerd Gimmick has gotten an initial rating of great.
Okay.
And Kiwi's gimmick has gotten an initial gimmick of Manchild as very good.
They're gonna be so over.
The Angle got the crowd hotter, and the Angle got the show off to a strong start.
Okay.
Okay. So that's okay. We're cooking. All right, next up. Okay, Dusty Rhodes versus DDP got a 70.
That's great.
Okay, fuck yeah. Awesome. Crowd at the end is white, hot, fantastic.
It's all that
Next
money
up,
we spent on the set.
Next up, we had the sit down at catering interview with Bischoff and Bam Bam and Sharkwick. That got a 66, which is
That's
the best
pretty good.
rating this Fat Boy Angle has ever gotten. So that gained heat for the feud, which is perfect. It's exactly what we need for the actual match. Okay, awesome. Okay, fuck yes. Bam Bam versus Sharkwick got a 63. That's the best match that the 305 division has ever gotten, so that's good. The creative finish was a success, so that helped a lot. Bam Bam Bigelow wins the FTW Championship title. Okay, fuck yeah. Okay, Jerry Lawler in whole interview gets a 62. Very nice, very nice. Ah, fuck. Okay, Terminator beat Kamala Harris with a 35. It cooled the crowd a little bit, but I really feel like this interview is going to be good. The Cena interview. Come on, Cena. 81.
Yes!
Fuck yes. Let's fucking go. The Angle got the crowd hotter. Fuck
I love
okay.
that Cena keeps having these matches that are bad, and then he just shoots on the guy and flames him.
He's like, guys, rubs his head. I know that match was the shits, but it's all because of that guy. Everyone's like, yeah! Okay, best segment of the match so far is Cena cutting a shoot promo shitting on Kamala. Okay. Next up, we got Mysterio versus Hole in a reverse Buried Alive match. Got a 68. Great. Very solid rating. Next up, fuck yeah. Booker T with the gestation. Watching Shane gestate got an 83. Hottest angle of the night so far. Okay, all right, fuck yeah. Crowd is very hot. Next up, the four-way tag match got a 67. Perfectly good mid-card match. Best performer in the match was Lance Storm and Mike Awesome, so keep that in mind, guys, going forward. Okay. BM Punk did good work ringside, so that's cool. All right. Next up, the Bloodlines promo gets a 51. Whatever. It's fine. It's gonna raise Punk's overness. Okay, Booker T, the final segment, which is Booker T explaining that he has adamantium skin, got an 82.
That's great.
Okay, the Russian roulette 6-way did not do great. It got a 58.
No.
AJ Styles' new gimmick of standard face got a debut of very good.
Did you put
whatever.
that?
No, it was the default. I forgot to change it. Omega's only 17 by Winger gimmick got a rating of great. And Tajiri's porn addict gimmick got a rating of great. I told you, Brennan.
Yeah. I told you it's relatable.
The bloodbath gimmick angle got a 56. The Shivani's opening got a 57. Okay, this is it. This is the Canyon versus RVD match.
RVD.
We really fucking need this match to be good. It needs to at least be high 70s. Okay, here we go. 82!
That's why he's our GOAT!
Yes. Fuck yes. Okay. Let's fucking go. 82. Okay. All right.
Go.
Okay, now we got the Shane McMahon bursting out of his pod angle next.
That's going to be great.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Okay.
This is gonna be great.
76. Not exactly what we need from Shane, but that's okay. It's still a decent angle. Okay, now we get the main event. This is fucking. If this goes wrong for whatever reason, it can bury the whole show. I'd be happy with anything from the mid to high 70s because the angles are going to carry the show, and that last match is going to help us a lot. But this, if something goes wrong here, like if DDP and Shane have bad chemistry.
Oh, we did put DDP in the match.
Okay, all right, okay. Here we go. Main event. 86! Oh my fucking god! That is the best match that has ever happened in our run in WCW. Final segment, Shane McMahon celebration 88. Let's fucking. I'm trying. My kids asleep and my wife's asleep.
What is it going to be? What are we going to get?
Final rating.
Are we going to get an 85?
Final rating. Here we go. 90.
Oh, let's fucking go!
Holy fucking shit!
The Fed is dead. The Fed is dead.
WCW, 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 WCW.
We cut that rah-rah promo. We spent $2 million.
That rah-rah promo. Aerosmith was so worth it. The $2 million set of the giant gun. Holy fucking shit. Let's fucking go.
The game has changed.
We got to address the locker room, right?
Yeah.
We got to. Okay, so first of all, we're going to address Shane McMahon. Oh, wait, that's me. We're playing Shane. I was going to give Shane McMahon a huge hug or something. Shane McMahon told that they're awesome. Oh, Shane, you're awesome. Oh, thanks, Shane. All right, who are we putting over? Obviously, we should put over Rob, obviously.
Yeah.
He's fucking awesome. Booker has been doing great. Booker, let's give Booker a big fucking hug. And yeah, Kamala, Dusty did great, but I want to tell Kamala he's the shits. Verbally told that they're worthless. Verbally eviscerated. Should we do verbally eviscerated, told that they're worthless, or repeatedly insulted?
Verbally eviscerate sounds violent.
Verbally eviscerate. Okay, cool. Oh, fuck. Awesome. All right. RVD and Booker T will put over, and we'll bury Kamala. Okay. Rob Van Dam seemed pleased. Booker T seemed pleased. Kamala Harris didn't seem too concerned. It was like, whatever, dude. Financial report. We made $540,000. So we actually made a profit considering we spent $3 million on the set. If we didn't spend $3 million on the set, we would have made $3 million, by the way, in pay-per-view revenue.
That's crazy.
Hey, but we needed it.
We did need it. I don't think it would have hit the same.
Dude, look at these popularity jumps. Holy shit.
What is it? I can't read it.
Why? Can you not? Is it too small?
It's just small, yeah.
That's blurry. Great Lakes, we went from 66 to 67. Mid-Atlantic, we went from 70 to 72. Anywhere where we were already 70, we jumped to 72. And everywhere else jumped up 1 point. That's huge. Holy shit. Media scrum? Let's go.
Let's have a scrum.
Oh shit, we're gonna have a scrum?
What if it goes wrong?
It might. With tonight's show complete, you have chosen to take part in a media scrum. A journalist asked a question. How are you intending to use your new signing, Rob Van Dam? We can say, I have high hopes for him, so I'm getting behind him with a strong early push. Or he will have to work his way up the ladder. There's no free rides. Or we're going to play it by ear. Or we've got huge plans for him, so expect him to feature heavily. Or we have a very competitive roster, so we'll be down to how well he fits in.
Huge plans.
Huge plans. Your response, please, Rob Van Dam. Oh, a bunch of people got hot about it, though.
Well, maybe they should have good matches.
Wow, Buff Bagwell wasn't pleased.
Wrestling matters in this company.
Chris Moltisanti wasn't pleased. Bruja, Bam Bam, Bischoff, Slable, Perfect Dusty, and Vince Russo were not pleased by my response. Next question. You recently made a new signing, Prince Nana. What plans do you have for him? We're gonna play it by ear?
Yeah, I guess.
With Bam Bam Bigelow having won the FTW Championship title tonight, is this the start of a big push for him?
Yeah, it's big, all right.
All right, I'll say We're going. I have a lot of faith in him. How about that?
Yeah, that's good.
Chris Maltasanti was off his game tonight. How disappointed are you in his inconsistency? I still think it was a great match.
Yeah, what was the score?
It was like 82. Like, it might have been an RVD hard carry, but still the best match RVD's had.
Imagine if he was on his game.
Yeah, I'm going to say everyone has off nights from time to time. Give him a break, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sharkquake was shaved bald during tonight's show. Was there any problems getting him to agree to it? He's a total pro. I was glad he agreed to it. He was happy to do it.
$1,000.
So we should just bury him. I wish I could. It's not even an option. As Yoshi Hentai Tajiri won the $5,000 title tonight, does this mean you'll be getting behind him strongly over the coming weeks and months?
Yeah, he's gonna have a segment almost every week based on what we talked about.
Buff Bagwell has not hidden his unhappiness in WCW. Is he going to come out and start eating muffins? As this is affecting backstage morale, are you considering removing him from the roster?
It'd be crazy if we said, "Yeah, I'm considering it." Like,
yeah, I'm considering removing him from the roster. I'll sit down with him and listen to his complaints. He needs to learn to be a team player and stop rocking the boat. Is that what I should say? Yeah, fuck him. Your response did not go well with Buff Bagwell.
What has he done for us?
Due to his poor relationship with Buff Bagwell, Kwee Herman was pleased by your response.
Well, we're getting behind the nerds, so
their gimmick is great. Well, guys, that was the most successful, highest rated WCW show we have ever booked. World Championship Wrestling held Big Bang. The feedback has been excellent. It seems they really struck gold with the show. It was a sellout, and it had 2,167,989 pay-per-view buys. Wow.
Crazy.
How did WWF do?
What'd you say?
How did WWF do?
They did not run a show last night.
Looks like
we
won.
We won the war. But actually, I think I can check if they had a pay-per-view or if they will have a pay-per-view at some point. World Wrestling Federation.
The World Wrestling Federation.
Judgment Day. Oh, these motherfuckers.
What?
Their last pay-per-view got a 92.
Oh.
Because it was main evented by Austin versus Benoit for the belt, and it got a 99 rating.
Enough.
Come on.
That's crazy.
Stop.
That's crazy.
Stop.
But okay. I mean, that is a great match, but they're both really over probably right now, so
99.
But our pay-per-view did beat their weekly TV, so that's pretty huge for us, right?
I guess.
Let's see if Shane McMahon got any more popular. Oh no, he's about the same. Booker's a little more over. DDP is a little more over, actually. See, we gave him the rub.
Actually, yeah, he came through.
DDP is actually more over than Shane, despite Shane being champion. But whatever. Okay.
It wasn't that DDP wasn't over; it's that he wasn't performing.
Yeah.
He was in a funk.
We've gotten some emails.
From who?
Mike Awesome seems to be manipulating the locker room against Joey Styles. Kenny Omega and Joey Styles were seen arguing. Mike Awesome seems to be manipulating the locker room against Joey Styles. BM Punk and Joey Styles were seen arguing. Mike Awesome seems to be manipulating the locker room against Joey Styles. Don West and Joey Styles were seen arguing.
What is happening?
He just really hates Joey Styles. All right, well, that was our show. That was our pay-per-view. It's time to do another build to our next pay-per-view, which will be where's events? Great American Bash.
The Bash.
So
Okay.
looking forward to that. We'll have some patriotic themed matches or something. I don't know. And yeah, thank you for joining us for TEW. Dijak, any closing thoughts?
Boring.
Classic. Good night, everyone.